Twitch.tv/Linux Gamecast. It's WebZone. It's blinking. It's trying to do stuff.
Let's try it. Do I have that open somewhere?
Oh, we're live, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I opened it up. I know what's going on. 'Tis the season. Ho, ho, ho. Let's hug turkeys.
So the problem was I did have the tab open, but I was looking for purple, and now Mastodon is purple. So
much confusion, right?
Right. I'm like, is it this one? No, that's the Mastodon tab. Is it this one? Fuck.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? We're getting ready for another Linux Gamecast Weekly.
Oh my god!
'Tis the season. I even made that was adorable. Foxy, I updated our Discord avatar.
Yep. What's the high-res version? Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, there was no high-res version of that.
that is the size of that image.
That is 100% a search. I was like, ugly Santa hats. I'm like, done, print. 'Tis the season. Okay.
Well, I'm late, but we are live.
Hi. We are in fact live. I need to kick over to live for the audio. There we go. That has been the done. Hello, Pink. Hello, Letty. You're a rocket man? Are you sure?
Burning out your fuse out there. Alone.
Yeah, that's the problem with that damn song now. All I do is like hear it shout.
No, I hear the Stewie Griffin version of that.
Oh, man. You know what? That would be preferable.
Yeah, it's Stewie Griffin doing the William Shatner version of it from that one episode of Family Guy. That is, again, I saw that when I was like 10 years old or some shit, and it has embedded itself in my brain. And
I don't know. I haven't checked recently. Pedro, are Linux distribution questions banned?
No. Not that I'm aware of.
So the answer is no to that.
No, but we have this thing,
which is outdated.
It's a little outdated, a little bit. We two different bots are outdated, which is great.
You know what? It's in the same ballpark, though, right?
Right. At least they're both consistently wrong.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. What do we have to talk about tonight? We're going to tell you about all the hot nonsense that we bought during the Steam Summer Sale. We got some new Proton stuff.
Summer Sale.
Go
back in time.
Yes, the summer and autumn.
Hey, it's Australia somewhere, Pedro.
That's still spring.
Do they have a spring sale?
They do, yeah.
Yeah, Valve's got so many sales these days, man. Like,
They have
It's
the
like
seasonal sales. They usually combine the winter sale with the Christmas sale, so it's around the
they have
Christmassy
like
time.
they have like a Eastery sale. That's around that time, like Marchish.
and we got some confusing news because Dead by Daylight may or may not work on Linux.
Schrodinger's Proton.
Yes.
Depending on when you check, it may be different. Yeah.
We'll be checking in the after shows and out of curiosity.
Yes.
We got to pour one out for all of our scalpers that bought the 3080s and are realizing no one's buying them from them on eBay.
Yep.
It's kind of bad. And, oh man, that's How Long to Beat has been integrated into the Heroic Games launcher. And of course, something that blows my little 90s mind, Sega CD in a web browser.
It's I read through that project. I'm like, wow, this is well then.
Okay.
We're living in the future, baby.
We are, man.
Do you have a web browser? Yeah. Well, if you know where to find the list, you have access to everything.
Remember all those hours spent on the fucking playground arguing about what's better, Sega or Nintendo? It's like, yeah, it doesn't matter. You have them both just running in a browser right now.
Mm-hmm.
You have to imagine that still exists to some extent. You know, like PlayStation, Xbox. I think Switch is off doing its own thing, though.
Yeah, Switch is like the portable use case.
Switch is going, we have this IP, and you want this IP, you come to the Switch.
You want to play some Bayonetta? Well, too fucking bad. Buy a Switch.
We got the Marios, we got the Zeldas, we got the derivatives, and Bayonetta.
We got the Pokemons too. Don't forget about
They
that.
got
We
the
were talking about
Pokemons.
that
I mean,
earlier. Yeah.
When you look at the dynamics, though, I mean, you got like Sony and you got Microsoft. They are games companies, and that's what focus on. Hey, we make video games, and Sony and Nintendo's like, no, we're an entertainment company. Our background comes from making games.
Yeah, cards.
Yeah.
That you can still buy Nintendo Hanafuda cards. They still sell them at the Nintendo store in Japan. Now, here's a question to the weebs in the audience.
Okay.
Do any of you know how to play Hanafuda?
Bless you.
Yeah.
Well, then you're a failure.
I watch a lot of anime, but that I don't know how to play.
You dishonor me, Pedro.
Okay, here's a deep cut. Now, I had the Sega CD, but did they ever release a Game Shark for the Sega CD?
So I know they had like Game Shark like stuff for like PlayStation. So I don't know. Let's Google.
I've seen the Tower of Power with the Game Shark cartridge at the top.
but like that doesn't like affect the memory for the Sega CD, right? Like
I mean, I guess it could because you could. I don't know.
No, because like the way the Game Shark works is like it reroutes the pin locations, right? Like so I don't know. Not Sewer Shark, you fucking you fucking dolt. Fuck you, Google.
Apparently,
right,
Beer has a Sega CD Game Shark. There we go.
Okay. All right, maybe Game Shark, one word. Okay. There's CD cheat codes, Game Shark. What does it look like? Sega Saturn Game Shark Game Enhancer. Is it what is it though? Like
It's a wicked game enhancer, bro. Buy one. Shut up.
Did you feed it into the memory card slot at the back?
yeah. Like all I see is a box, right? Like I want to see like the actual item itself. Like what does the thing look like? It's $29 to find out. Do I want to find out?
Sega Saturn Game Shark.
Okay, here we go.
See, the Saturn, I would expect they would make something that'd plug into like one of those moon ports in the back of the Saturn, right?
Yeah, here, there's that.
Yeah, there is that.
Yeah, there we go. That slots into the thing.
Yeah.
Hello, Jill.
Hello.
Hi, Joe.
Also, cancer eBay link.
That's nitpicking. Yeah.
Listen, man. I'm just trying to like provide visual reference.
Don't you hate it when it's like some drawn out URL like that and you chop it at the question mark and it's like,
Yeah,
nope, sorry. All of that's got to be in there.
No.
You really want the tokens? Dex.
We need this for our site to function, you guys.
Dude. Yeah, so I guess like those days are gone though. Like that is something that was very much a cartridge experience, being able to like use a game genie or something like that, an alternate. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, now you have trainers, right? But
Right, like yeah, now you can do that shit in real time. Yeah.
bye.
Cheat engine, as it's called nowadays.
I mean, I have to assume that doesn't exist in the console. I say that from a point of ignorance.
Like there are like hacks and like third party stuff that you can like load on consoles. Given how like live servicey they are now, I don't know how simple that is to actually implement. Someone who's into that would probably know better. I'm just going based on pure supposition.
What website do we go to? Where do you go to download your cheats for consoles, live services, online playing?
You're gonna download the Tor browser.
Getgood.ru.exe.zip.
Getgood.onion.
See, this is like there's so much money to be made for like ROMs, like legitimate ROMs. Like,
But every company that actually owns the right to those games, they're so retrograde in their mentality that they refuse to offer them.
Well, see, one day we could sell it to you for an inflated price, and you'll buy it because fuck
Like
you.
Nintendo.
Like Nintendo,
And Sony.
like Sega, like Sony.
I mean,
like
they've had a good run.
Pick a company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, seriously, like some things, like we're talking like Wii U stuff or, like Xbox One type stuff. Like, like, hey, yeah, give you $5 for that.
Like actually like sourced authenticated ROMs.
Right. Where I just go to your
Yeah.
site, I download it, and I don't have to go to like, Slappy's ROM Shack and like decipher where the actual download is. That takes you to some mega link.
And having to wade through multiple pop-ups that don't actually load are just blank pages like, are you done?
I mean,
Yeah.
you do it over USB Linux through. Like, so it's a little brain dead, actually.
How do I
Yeah.
connect the CD-ROM?
You
Yeah.
need a dock or a Type-C to Type-A converter. I don't know if they make Type-C CD-ROM.
Oh.
Dude, I bet you they make Type-C floppy drives.
Probably.
You know it. You know it. For the hipsters.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Now, what I was going to like, do they make a, like an SSD enclosure with built-in Wi-Fi so you could just, NFS or spool up Samba or some bullshit? I mean,
There was one of the NAS type situations that you could just feed it SSDs and it works. You just plug it in and set the WPS on the router and it connects to Wi-Fi and it's just a network share. Synology, I think they do that with theirs.
Synology, Drobo did that for a while. There are a couple companies. A lot of Linksys routers now that have like a USB port on the back that you can just like, and they'll serve out Samba for you.
oh, yeah.
Not even just Linksys. There's a bunch of, including this stupid Virgin Hub 4 has a little USB port. Just plug it in.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd have to imagine because, like, I'm sure you guys probably have them too. I mean, I got SD cards with Wi-Fi built into them.
I have not seen one of those yet.
Wi-Fi SD cards? No. Wi-Fi SD card.
Yeah, you can get one on Amazon.
These are the best Wi-Fi SD cards in the
These
diapers.
guys, like, they're not new. You just plug them in and they just suck your data off while you're taking pictures.
Okay. Huh. What is this thing?
It's a Wi-Fi SD card.
I have literally never seen this before. This is crazy to me. Like, so what? It sends overflow storage to like a network share, or
Yeah, you can just access it. I mean, it's not like, I mean, these have been around for a while, man.
okay, interesting. I don't know. I've never fucked with these things before, so.
You don't really need anything like that today because, I mean, you can get a, 128 gig
Yeah,
card for, 70 cents?
yeah. I got a bunch of 256 gigs cards lying around.
It's only when you start getting up to the 1 terabytes that the price starts increasing exponentially. I've had that 1 terabyte SD card on my wish list for a while. Every now and then I go check, it's like £130 for a 1 terabyte SD card. Okay, no. Yeah. Good luck
Well,
with that.
see, when you get up to like 1 terabyte, then I get worried, man. I'm like, uh-oh. I'd be scared to lose it,
That's a lot of porn you're shooting.
right?
It's the whole just feed the one SD card to the Steam Deck and away we go.
Okay, all right.
So,
that makes sense.
Here's one. Cameras with built-in like RAID controllers for SD cards. So you like plug in an array of them, and you can set up like.
People used to do that with the iPods. they created like replacement RAID cards for the hard drives that you just
Yep.
fed it a bunch of different SD cards, and you'd get like one big
JBOD,
bit of storage. Yeah.
I know on that Sony camera, somebody created a like on their like hacked app store that they have for it. Somebody made a Google Photos application where it just uploads the photos directly to Google
Nice.
when you take pictures. I'm like, that's handy, but could be troublesome at some point.
Yeah, you accidentally hit the
Right.
shutter button, see something you shouldn't see. Now it's backed up on Google, so now Google knows you've seen it.
All right. Dual slot adapter. Yeah, I got adapters, man.
Yes, the Sony proprietary.
Oh, fuck, so it's
cards.
proprietary everything, man. I mean,
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah,
When
I remember
when I'm-
buying the 16 gigabyte Pro Duo memory stick for my PSP. It was like €100 for 16 gigabyte.
I still want someone to send me a link to like a USB 3.0 RAID card. I don't like.
Don't do it.
I don't do it.
he'll never be seen or heard from again.
I just want to add some like batter persistent storage to my NanoPi. 32 gigs of eMMC is not a lot if I want to use it as a file server.
Well, you need to get a Wi-Fi SD card.
Apparently, yeah.
Infinite storage.
Where on it just keeps back adding up to more Wi-Fi SD cards and more Wi-Fi SD cards.
Oh,
fucking
man.
turtles all the way down,
Can
motherfucker.
create a bridge. Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. Like,
A mesh.
how far can we take this? Is there actually any storage connected to this thing at all, or does it just keep passing on to the next SD card?
All right, let's hop into it. What do we start
Might
off
as
with?
well.
Oh, what we bought. All right, everyone, we're gonna record a show. Remember, you can bang S show titles, things that we say during the recorded segments. They end up at vote.linuxgamecast.com, and we vote on those between the segments, and that usually ends up being one of the show titles. So, bang responsibly.
Wear a condom while you use a computer.
Don't be a fool. Wrap your tool.
All right, that is together. So let's tap that pause button. Yeah, see, I mess up, man. I stay away from the Flopatron channel because I'll be like, oh, I'd like to hear that. It's like, do you really need that song stuck in your head for the next week? No, I don't.
Do you need that song ruined? So now all you hear is the Flopotron version.
8-bit.
Yeah.
Like to
The
this,
Imperial March for Star Wars. Yep.
like What Is Love is only played by Mario Maker in my head.
Yeah, Mario Paint. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, right. Exactly. That's how that works.
Yeah.
All right. We're recording. Let's do a show in 3. And welcome back to Linux Gamecast Weekly. The show covers the latest Linux gaming news, reviews, how-tos, and most importantly, whatever the hell else we come up with. As it says down there, I'm Vin, that is Jordan, and that is Pedro, as it says down there for audio listeners. Man, you got to tune in and see what it actually says, because it just says Pedro.
It is wildly inaccurate. Let's go with that.
It is terrifying.
Right, Peter?
But hush, Greg.
Hello, I'm
My
Peter
name
Matthews.
is Gordon.
Together with you, Shadow Realm Dynamic, helping us form Cocaine Voltron. What's new, gentlemen? I have, we're going to talk about it in just a moment. Just buying stuff on sale. Jordan forced me to buy a, what did I buy? I don't
Strange Brigade.
Strange Brigade.
I held you at gunpoint over a pit of spikes.
Like, damn
I
it.
said, buy this game or you will die, Venstone.
It was such a good bargain. I was powerless. And now I've been playing around with a bunch of stuff. Surprisingly, what was it? Last night, I think it was last night. I did that camera video, right? And I'm like, hey, this is a hack that ended up on Hackaday. Get home this afternoon. And I'm like, oh, look, it's on the front page of Slashdot. Lovely. And which 90s Vin would have been ecstatic, but I was also like, I better log in and see how the server's doing behind Cloudflare. I'm like, okay, it's still alive. Good. But it wasn't a smoldering crater or anything like that. I have an update for you, gentlemen.
Oh.
I have an update. Because I got something.
Bonk RAM?
Bonk.
Green
Bonk.
RAM?
I got RAM. Well, I ordered 100 gigabytes of RAM last week.
Oh,
Is
yeah,
it
shut
actual
up.
RAM or DDR1 like it was for
Are they
Daisy?
chocolate? Bite into it.
So which we can only assume with a pricing error. You know, this is a verified long-term seller on Amazon. I got one stick of Nemix RAM, which is 8 gigs.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
PC 10600, and the other one is Kingston,
DDR3.
which is can't really tell. Anyway,
So-
Okay.
Is it just 100 gigs of assorted DIMMs? Like,
no, like one is like 8 gigs, and the other one's like some other random. It's not even two-sided, so it's going to be even smaller, probably. I don't know. I mean, here's how it went down. Like that, it was like 67% off all that day. A couple of people ordered it, you know, and I ordered 2 64 gig kits. It shipped. That's what I was talking about last week. Like,
Yeah.
got a tracking number. I'm like, something's going to show up. We got to see how this is going to play out. And this is not like Slappy's Ram Shack either. This is like a long time Amazon seller. And,
how dare you besmirch Slappy's RAM Shack?
hey, man.
They probably
known
wouldn't have
Slappy for
scammed
20
you like
years.
they did.
Yeah.
We put all that together, and then I get a notification from these guys, and they say, hey, check this out. There might have been an error with the inventory system. You were getting stuff in the mail. You can dispose of it. Here's a refund.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So now I'm not going to say the plot thickens. I'm going to write Amazon back. Now, I don't expect to get anything. I don't. But if, as somebody who has dealt with inventory systems on multiple occasions, if I have an inventory glitch, it's not going to send the person like 2 different things.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to write Amazon back and be like, this is fishy as hell. I don't even want anything. I'm just saying, go take a look, see, because like, what the hell were you up to? How does this make sense? Why don't you just cancel the order right there instead of sending like just random RAM to random people? Because Ayrton,
Ramdom.
random.
Were they trying to launder some money? Just
I don't know.
launder it
Trying to
through
launder some
shipping.
So yeah, my heart's not broken. I expected to get canceled. Now I have like, I don't know, 2 random sticks of RAM. Other things I'm playing around. I'm working on the Steam Rectangle. It is under the way. So no Steam Brick, but a Steam Rectangle. It's going to be a gaming PC. It's going to be something to crush Pedro's Steam machine.
The one crammed into an
You
Xbox.
only have to beat a 1650, so
Oh
it
no, baby! I'm
doesn't-
talking about your Steam Deck.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. That's probably easier.
Okay, both of them duct taped together.
I mean, they both have 16 gigs of RAM. It's just, yeah, no, that one actually has a dedicated 1650. So there's that to be.
There is that. How about you, Jordan? You got your thing. We got a screenshot of it. Pedro and I, we were setting up at the beginning, and we got just this screen. We're like, okay, something's up.
Yeah. So my NanoPi R6S showed up. That's that 8-core rock chip single board computer with like the three Ethernet ports, 2 of which are 2.5 gigahertz or gigabit. But yeah, so I got it. I plugged it in. I've been using a capture card to interface with it because I don't have a monitor lying around.
How's that half-second delay going?
It sucks really bad. I'm really hoping to get the display out working, but you know, yeah, I haven't really had an opportunity to play with it a lot because I've had to work all weekend and a bunch of evenings, and I am not happy about that. What about you, Pedro? How's your job going?
My job is still very, very busy, though a lot less now because it's not just me doing a bunch of stuff for 3 or 4 different regions at a time. They hired more people. So, yes, my
that
workload
sounds nice.
seems to have diminished considerably, which is nice.
That sounds wonderful. I hate you forever.
Attitudes like that is going to cause the horse to molt yet again.
I mean, that's fine. It's probably due. It's getting a little crusty. Maybe some stuff stuck on there shouldn't be. It's the stew.
Gentlemen,
Sale.
it is a sale, and I thought we'd just start right at the top and just talk about some of the things that we bought. Because, I went looking, I went to SteamDB and I sorted by 90 because I talked a bunch of shit. I'm like, I don't ever see any crazy good sales, and I'm not going to talk a bunch of shit unless I'm going to back it up with something. I'm like, well, let's go and sort by sales. And, where do you put like how many stars or, overall rating? I'm usually like 65% slow, so I'm going to go. And I found a couple things. Like, strangely, I found a game that I wanted to play a long time ago, Unraveled. Which, is a little yarn creature. I remember watching like a trailer for that. What was that? A long time, like 2016, 2018, something like that. And I was like, you know what? Unravel, it was like 98% off. It was $1. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to pick that up. And I went and they're like, how about we tempt you with the Unravel bundle where you get Unravel 2? And I'm like, they made an Unravel 2? Okay. How much? $2. Fine.
You drive a hard bargain.
So I got those, and they are both EA games, and they're both broken in unique and interesting ways. And if you want to know, Unravel just doesn't fucking launch, and Unravel 2 now launches. We'll talk about that a bit more in the update, but there's no controller support. I picked up Guardians of the Galaxy, which had an interesting mini boss. Took about 102 minutes according to Steam before I was in game playing it satisfactory. It does run though. It is fine. It is a non-stop tsunami of mediocrity with a bitching soundtrack. Once you get over the way my brain works, because they didn't use any of the actual actors, they spent all the money on the soundtrack. But like no, we have our own.
They look like the stunt doubles from Spaceballs, don't they?
It is.
It was the same thing with Marvel's Avengers. They're like, it's Captain America, and it's like his face is all warped. It's like, oh my god, what is wrong with your face,
dude? So my brain is like, just pretend they're the comic book characters, which I have no idea what they look like, but that's the way my brain's working with it. And Dead by Daylight. I picked that up last night after we saw. Again, we're gonna talk about that in a minute. What did you pick up, Pedro?
You got me Dead by Daylight as well. Thank you very much for that. And yes, I tried it. It works. I bought The Sinking City, which I wanted to play it for a long, long time, but there was like a big snafu between the developer and the publisher, and usually the publisher... Yeah, usually it's the publisher that's at fault because it's their publishers. But in this case, it's not that clear cut. There were, the developer did some naughty things too, and I spent some time reading. It's like, okay, so I can either give money to the publisher on Steam and get the game just working with Proton, or I can go through the developer and have to set it up on Lutris myself. So the publisher got my money. Then I also bought Descenders, which I've wanted to play for a while. Actually, Linux native, so very much looking forward to that. And the Complete Fear collection, which has that has the 3 games plus all 4 bits of DLC. So that's the first one. I just tried it. I saw a lot of people complaining, oh, it doesn't scale if you have a high-res monitor. It doesn't scale very well. I loaded it up and it's like, okay, the UI is pretty small, but that's great. That means you get game all through the monitor and it's not covered by the UI. That's good.
How about you, Jordan Song?
Well, I had $14 left over from the gift card that Jill got me for my birthday, so I grabbed Jedi Souls Deluxe because that was $8, and I figured I'll give that a try because I like lightsabers. And I got Stranger Brigade because that uses Vulcan and it has multiplayer, and apparently it runs pretty good under Proton. So definitely gonna check that out. And yeah, Dead by Daylight because I'm like, oh, is that shit working now? And it's $10. Yeah.
Did you see anything that just wasn't close enough? Because I was going to buy the other EA game, the co-op one. Everyone knows what I'm talking about, where you got to play as the guy in the
It Takes Two.
Yeah. But it was yet again on sale for. I saw it was on. I got the email. It's like it's on sale. It's like it's $15.99 again, isn't it? I went and I'm like, yep, it's $15.99 again. That's the only sale they know how to do for this game.
I kept my search to like $10 Canadian or under.
Yeah,
that was about
for those 3 that I got, it was like £20. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So, do we get any like hot news that we need to cover?
Well, we gotta talk about the next Proton.
Yes.
There we go. Hang on. I had to make the 536 like a little bit bigger. I got a new version of DaVinci Resolve after they updated the completely busted build they shipped 2 weeks ago. So things are like a little squishy.
Yes. Well, yeah, we got Proton next. Well, we'll get into why that is. We'll talk about what it is right now. 7.0-5. It's the good old Proton experimental roundup. It's all moved into Proton next. So yeah, we've seen these release notes before because we've talked about Proton experimental on this show. Experimental did get some new sauce though, like some NV API fixes. Now that NVIDIA is supporting that on Proton, Halo Infinite will work. It'll launch on AMD. It's still a little borked on NVIDIA. And there's a bunch of new games that got added to the playlist, including a bunch of Animu games and that Uncharted 4 release that should maybe work now. They were talking it up. It's like, oh yeah, PlayStation games on your Steam Deck. Oh, I guess it kind of doesn't work too right now.
You need Proton G, but it does work with G. That's good.
Well, I mean, now it's supposed to work with 705. So
I'll have to try it tomorrow.
Experimental, rather.
Yeah.
Controllers do not work on Unravel 2, by the way. And I'm sending that energy out to the person at Steam that watches this show. They just don't work. Fix that, please. That'd be awesome. But up next. Proton.
Next.
Get it? Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Proton next because you know what? We needed it for reasons. We needed Proton 567, Proton RC, Proton Experimental Bleeding Edge, and now Proton next. What's different about it? What's different? I don't understand. Why do we need a next? Tell me. Help me.
This is the middle step. This is before experimental filters into Proton stable. This is one additional hop before that.
Which is kind of makes sense at this point, because with experimental now they're using the newest versions of VKD3D and the XVK, which require NVIDIA 510 or Mesa 22, which they said that they were not going to make that a hard requirement for the Proton 7 series. So now they have next, which is experimental without the need for the drivers.
Experimental that will work on your old ass hardware.
Yeah.
The official statement is whenever there's a new major stable update of Proton to test, Next will appear and go away. Though it's not going to be
yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
So they just made the RCs official there.
possibly you can still use the RCs though.
Well,
now to my point, as what I said, we have Proton 5, 6, 7, Proton RC, Proton Experimental Bleeding Edge. We have 7 versions of Proton that are available to your average Steam user. I fear that we might kind of be getting away from the thing that made Proton work in the first place.
Maybe it's time to bring back the whitelist and just hard lock games to the versions of Proton that they work.
Here's the thing, though. Like the whole it runs or it doesn't thing, like I think really just applies to Proton stable, because the problem, quote unquote, here is that people are tinkering. People really like to tinker, and you can't stop them from doing it. Especially,
but do you know what people like more than tinkering, Jordan?
Complaining?
No, clicking on play and playing a game.
No.
That's what most people like to do.
Yeah, vast majority.
Most people do. But here's the thing, though. Up until now, your primary audience was tinkerers. We have a change now. The Steam Deck is out. It's in the mainstream. There's a lot of muddied water. Once upon a time, when your main audience was the tinkerers, were the people who were like, okay, yeah, I'll fuck around with Proton Experimental.
Exactly.
Oh, I'll do Proton tricks.
So we're going in the wrong direction. We need to get.
We have this muddied water, right?
We got to focus back on like from whence it came, when it was like just Proton.
Well, that's what Proton is. We just got to get better at the fucking messaging. We can't just say, it works great on Proton. We got to say, well, it works great on Proton Experimental, and not...
Or just keep well,
they do a good job with the, like, defaulting to the latest stable version when you enable Wild West mode so that everything works. Well, it's enabled by default now, but it just defaults to the latest stable. It doesn't put people on Experimental, nothing like that, just... whatever the latest stable is.
Yeah,
So
but again, I
works.
think it's the messaging, right? Because then you see a lot of these blogs and websites going, oh well, such and such game works flawlessly on Proton GE 7.29 with this Mesa custom Mesa branch, right? Like there's always that asterisk, and we as media need to get better at communicating that asterisk. Otherwise, people are
The mainstream media don't really care. They just say, "Yeah, it works great on Proton." Because they probably just
mainstream
use the
media,
Pedro.
right?
This is the problem. This is the problem. To much dismay, we're it, Pedro.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. So it's
We're
kind of
niche.
but this is niche. The people who fucking care about it are niche. Everyone else is gonna just click play and get the regular Proton experience.
And I tend to think about it from like troubleshooting ways of like, hey, does this run on Linux? And I'm like, okay, so you're going to have to install a different version of Proton. And from there, okay, now that you're sure of that, let me show you how to get into the beta for that, because you're going to need the RC version of that particular version. And for the end user, the consumer who just bought the Steam Deck to play their Steam games and their Steam machines, yeah, they just want that play button. Like, I like that all this year, but you know.
But that's the thing. It's not going anywhere. That functionality still exists. It's just all this other stuff exists in addition to it, and we keep talking about it like it's the main thing. So,
what do you mean?
Like that's the whole point of Proton Stable. That's what I was just talking about. Proton Experimental is the tinker thing.
What if I want to install Proton GE?
I mean, then you're mentally ill, and you should be carted off to an asylum. I don't know. You can't be helped.
You really dislike Fedora employees, don't you?
I really do.
That one in particular. Love you, Aggie.
Love you, Aggie. You're doing God's work. Don't let him tell you otherwise.
Oh man, no.
Let's talk about.
No, it's just like it's awesome that we can even have that conversation of like,
Oh yeah,
so many options, and it's kind of brilliant that we can,
But they've done a good job. They've done a really good job with giving people the default out of the box experience. You fire up a Steam Deck, you can play most games already. If you want to tinker, the option's there for you. You want to add Proton G, you want to add plugins to the Steam Deck UI, you can.
Yeah.
It's a very good experience.
So all I'm hearing is what you absolutely need to add to the UI is a Mango Hut button. Yeah, that's pretty much what Pedro just said, because that's what I want.
There's one there.
I want Steam Deck 2 to come with a muffin button.
No, when it accidentally missed a text that I'm not running it on a Steam Deck, I would like a Mango Hut button.
Right. Okay.
All right, let's get gravy.
Yes.
New games.
Indeed. Grave Days is, it's a zombie apocalypse roguelike that doesn't necessarily involve road tripping to Canada. But,
right? It looks a little bit like it, though, doesn't it?
It does, very much so, which I saw that's like, oh, that's road trip to Canada. And yep, that's what it is. I very much look forward to it coming out of early access. It's not even available to download just yet or buy, but I do want to play it sometime. It looks apart.
I'm definitely getting some like, what if Death Road to Canada but don't starve? Because it has a lot of like the crafting survival elements. So I think someone really just liked the zombie fighting in Death Road and wanted to expand that out. But there's no is there going to be a Sailor Moon character that shoots rainbows at the zombies?
Oh man,
that shit was so overpowered too. Man, it was great.
We would play Death Road to Canada so much if they added legitimate online multiplayer to
right?
that. Yeah.
Right? Proper multiplayer.
Yeah, we'd be all over that just constantly because it was a brilliant idea. I wish them the best of luck with this early access project. Yeah, you can't even download anything about it now, but it has been announced. Speaking of online multiplayer, though.
Oh, yes. Armello. It's back, baby. A couple months ago, we were talking about how the Armello folks, they moved multiplayer providers, and they unfortunately did not have Mac and Linux support. Well, the new multiplayer provider added Mac and Linux client support, so Meet's back on the menu, boys. The latest patch has the functionality returned, so hopefully, I have not tested this out, we should be able to party up and play Armello back natively on Linux.
Can I ask you a question?
What's up?
Fair question, because I watched you guys stream, because this is not necessarily my wheelhouse, but this is also one of those games like, if I had somebody just sit me down and explain it to me, I could probably get into this a little bit. And but it seems like every single time I've ever tuned in to watch you with a group, it was a motherfucker to get the multiplayer up and working correctly. No matter, it was just part of the experience.
Not really. It was usually pretty smooth, honestly. Yeah, I never really found too much of an issue with like getting multiplayer games running in Armello. Sometimes they had like server issues, but yeah, for the most part, it was pretty smooth. And then what was happening is like other stuff in the game just wasn't working super well. Like the sound was busted in like Proton and stuff. But hey, if the native version is working now and you can get into multiplayer games. Well, I'm looking forward. Armello is actually a really fun game, and I was sad to see that they were losing Linux support. They have a spooky Armello out now too. Solum Infernum. They have these two new games coming out as well. Solum Infernum is like an evil Armello. That looks interesting, but it's Windows only.
I get this feeling that people on our Discord, because Jordan used to play whenever they could get enough people. I get the feeling that there were people on Discord complaining for longer than the 4 months that they say that they stopped providing service in July. It's November at the time of recording, so it feels like it's been longer than that, but maybe not.
There were, like I said, there were other issues that were creeping into the game, so that might be what you're remembering.
Right.
So without anything specific, I couldn't.
Hey man, if you want to play Battle Furries, it's back. It's the thing. You can
yes,
do it. Yes,
Battle Furries, Murder Wiggle, Murder Wiggle.
Aquamarine is not just your favorite flavor of ramen noodles.
I do wonder what that tastes like. No, Blue. It's a game we threw chairs at it a couple of months ago. And we had some complaints, namely my ones were, oh, you have a great art style, but you keep slapping this text on screen and covering it all up all the time. Well, they didn't fix that. They fixed a bunch of other stuff, which is very, very welcome. They made all the game controls accessible from the screen during gameplay without you having to pause and bring the thing up and then click on the buttons and then bring the other thing around. It's like, yeah, there. Thank you. That's very much appreciated. You have an actual option to set the HUD size so you can see more of the actual art instead of the HUD taking like half the screen. So that's good. That's very good. And yeah, general quality of life improvements, which are very, very welcome. Again, I would point out that you have very nice art style, very hand-drawn, very pretty. Don't cover it in walls of text, or maybe put like a smaller thing down the side where the text scrolls by. Don't cover your nice looking game, goddammit.
Keep covering it. Isn't it? I think we all need to actually thank the Game Awards on Steam, because it's amazing this coincidence of all these quality of life updates and patches that tend to show up right around.
Please play our game and please consider us.
Here's all the broken shit that we've been.
We fixed some bugs. Also, please nominate.
Please play it and maybe like us and nominate us.
So something that's not necessarily a bug on Linux has actually been made very, very easy, but it's always been a pain in our ass. Is the anti-cheat, which is. Well, security theater. We all know that. I mean, anybody's like, there's something you installed. I mean, it keeps the absolute, like, the riffs of the refs out. And we've seen it work on, it's Linux native. I mean, you can do it on Linux, but Valve has made it, like, extra super easy with the work from Easy Anti-Cheat themselves to effectively click a button to enable it on Linux. And
you take a box, download a file, and put it in the right place.
That's it. That's all you got to do.
The end user also needs to install a framework. Got to remember.
Yeah,
so
there's
much
the Proton Easy Anti-Cheat thing.
That is a dependency, yeah.
Jordan and myself played all the way through Back for Blood.
Yes.
Didn't have a problem with it. And there's a couple other titles that use the AC that we don't have any issues.
The Vermintide 2 is getting sorted.
They're working on it.
Yeah.
One game that I think all of us have been interested in, because we do the show live, and in the after shows, and we invite everybody. It's a horrible idea, but I love doing it, to come on and play games with us. And we're always on the lookout for like asymmetrical type stuff. And Dead by Daylight, which you're like, well, that's fun. You know, somebody gets to be Jason or not Jason in this case. And,
No Saj, yeah.
And everyone runs around, tries to fix motoring engines or something to that effect. It's always at EAC. And we've thought about it a couple times because it always shows up in bundles and things like that. And you're like, don't I have that? I even thought I had it. And I do now. I went ahead and bought it.
Yeah, it's
Well,
$8, so.
Yeah. I saw a post on Linux_gaming. Somebody had posted, hey, it's working now. I'm like, all right, is it on sale? And I went and checked that out. And I'm like, there it is. It was like $7 or something like that. So I bought a copy just to post some screenshots of it. And lo and behold, I mean, it's straight up compared to, where's my Twitter thing? Do I have a Twitter? Is Twitter still alive? Yay, look at that. Twitter's still a thing.
They just lost half their advertisers. They'll be fine.
Oh, 100%, baby. Yeah, it worked straight out of the box. No problems with it. I didn't do anything. Now, admittedly, I had the EAC thing installed with Proton for
Back for Blood.
Back for Blood. But I clicked play, jumped right in, got into a lobby, got into my first game. They immediately, naturally, and responsibly got upset with my complete ineptitude because I was just constantly getting hung. And like they saved me the first 2 times. And after that, they were like, you know what? Just stay dead. And I'm like, fair, completely fair. So it was working on Thursday. Friday, it wasn't working. And Jordan's like, hey, it's working again on Saturday. So I went digging around in the forums and the developer says, hey, we don't support the easy anti-cheat on Linux just yet, but we'd like to. Please keep an eye on official channels for announcements on progress when the Steam Deck support is available. We have no ETA on this time. Now that reads to me like a bunch of people sitting around, or at least 2 or 3 people having the conversations like, we just cut that on and that's it. It's working now? Huh?
Yeah, let's make sure it's a little more. Let's let it soak a bit before we announce that it's GA available to the world, right? Yeah, no, yeah. I saw that it was on sale. I saw that, then picked it up. I'm like, oh, it's working, and I fired it up this afternoon, and I got into a game, and it's like, well, I guess it's working now. So, yeah.
And we plan on testing it out in the after shows, but there is 100% chance that they could have disabled it by the time we get done recording.
Right.
Quite
listen,
possibly,
it's Proton Roulette.
Until this is like an official statement. That's why I want to drive that home. Don't buy this expecting it to just work out of the box. So, but it is, well, what? $7.99 right now.
Yeah, $8.
Do you have any thoughts on this, Pedro? I hear you got a copy of it.
Yeah, I did. Thank you very much for that. It is, I started up. So I wanted to see if you mentioned on Discord. I wanted to see if it works on the AMD.
Yeah.
It does.
All right.
I played through the tutorials. It's like, okay, that's working. I haven't actually tried to join an online match, but it didn't give me any errors going through all of the loading screens. That
Right, yeah, the messages are like, oh, okay, yeah. I saw an
We're loading
authentication.
this. We're registering that. We're setting up that.
Yeah,
Okay.
that thing is verbose, isn't it? I was like, I would expect, like, this is the type of, like, lockdown I would expect from, like, maybe a free-to-play title or something like this.
Like, I got a question for you, though. Like,
Okay.
are you one of the people who lets the Plymouth loading screen complete, or do you hit escape and you watch all the systemd services or whatever go through the
I only hit
process?
a button if it's taking too long. Otherwise, I just let it go.
I run Debian. Where do you target?
It doesn't come with Plymouth, yes.
No.
Okay.
Well, Plymouth is installed. It just doesn't have the quiet.
But what are you really waiting on? Because I do see the OKs and it's like 3, 2, blink, done. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, you don't really.
It makes me feel like a hacker, Ben.
Okay.
Okay. A cracker hacker.
I see the OKs ingrained showing up.
Yeah. All right. Well, coming up next, the GPU market is dead. Long live the GPU market.
Scalp all the things. There we go.
PP time.
Hippie time.
Ah!
What? How did you fuck that up?
It's stuck in my hair.
Okay. Hey, not everybody likes having their hair pulled. All right.
It depends on the situation.
Yeah, I mean,
Just, know that my hair is very, very thin. So if you pull on it, you're going to end up with a bunch of it in your hand.
Let's take a vote. Let's take a look at vote.linuxgamecast.com, where we have show titles coming in. Random RAM, Steam Rectangle, Wildly Inaccurate, Berniche, Muffin Button. Wait, did we do that legitimate? Well, probably. That's already been a show title, probably. Murder Wiggle. Look at that one.
I think there was a muffin button because I remember that you made the art with an actual muffin.
Okay. Stunt doubles from Spaceballs. Scott, are you getting ready to enjoy your train trip? Scott's going to spend like 3 weeks on a train.
Apparently, yeah, multiple days of a train trip.
That's a lot of train trip.
I did one of those, but it was only 2 days. We slept on the train from Spain to France.
Okay.
It had
See,
like the
all right.
sleepover cabins.
We'd go from Germany to France, but you could do it in a day.
Yeah, no, Portugal to Spain, it was just a couple hours. But then the trip from Madrid to Paris, it was 12 hours or 14 hours, something like that. So, yeah, you had sleepy cabins.
Okay. See, like 14 hours, like, that'd be kind of rough. And like, is there a bar car? Like, yeah, okay, I can work with that. Yeah. Trip and train. What's the longest you spent on a train, Jordan?
You, like
Yeah,
a moving
18
train?
hours in a row. Yeah. Ooh.
No, because the story gets infinitely more interesting. And we're like, moving train or stationary train? I want to hear about how long you've spent on the non-moving train first.
Well, it was what do you call it? It was like an antique, like old, like rail car thing, right? Like,
Did you like spend a week on it or what?
no,
Oh,
that was like what 5 minutes looking at old trains.
okay.
There's not like rail travel's pretty expensive here. What the fuck just dropped?
Rail travel is expensive everywhere, man.
Yeah. Oh, that was the keyboard. Okay. The keyboard plugged into the NanoPi. That was precariously balanced, and then it fell.
Just kick it over next to the Pepsi bottle.
I got this glass Coke bottle.
Oh, hell no, I would not have a glass.
They have those, like, the teeny tiny bottles, glass bottles of Coke in a 6-pack in Tesco's, and I'm like, that's quite quaint. How much is that? £5. Fuck you.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
This is not just any Coke. This is
You can't hipster on a budget.
Mexican Coke.
This has got regular sugar in it.
Yeah, it's got cane sugar in it. It was from the burrito store that I ordered a burrito from.
Oh, man, we could call it... that'd be awesome, Scott. Call it like a
burritoria.
Snowpiercer or something.
Thomas the Tank Engine Snowpiercer Spider.
Thomas the Tank Engine. Biggest balls, baby.
There's a Steam game, Choo Choo Charles. Yeah, no, I want to play Choo Choo Charles, I do.
It's no Blame the Mono.
Okay, I was going to ask. I didn't know what it was called, though. Okay. Yeah, the problem with like glass bottles is you can't squeeze them when you're drinking to get more.
I mean, you can. It just ends very badly.
Well, I mean, if you can shatter a glass Coke bottle with your hands, that's awesome.
Yeah.
You get to wear a special kind of sock. Just one, though. I don't know what the stats are on the Coke bottle shattering sock, though. I dare you. Let me be a DM. What are you looking for, Linux Nuru? That's too small for me to make sense of.
Denver to Sydney?
Flight time.
18-hour flight, yeah.
Okay, so maybe not a train, like slow locomotion. Would you take a transatlantic cruise like old school speed?
Yeah, I think so.
2 weeks?
Like, not to go anywhere like I need to go, but like as a trip, sure. Like
Yeah.
just to do it, yeah.
Thank you very much, Don M, for the 25-month resub. Donham.
I wonder if they could have like a themed one, like, you know, where they
Or
no Wi-Fi, like limited, you know, like theme it like early night, and you know, and it crashes into an iceberg and shit. Everyone dies.
no.
Yeah.
You know, maroon us all on an island. We have to like make our own civilization, make a radio out of coconuts or some shit.
Well, I posted a link to that in Discord. There's a company working on, you want to know what like fuck you money looks like? It's for your own blimp that has a yacht hovering under it.
Yeah.
Wait, what? So it's a blimp anchored to a yacht, or what?
Pretty sure I can type blimp yacht and
Blimp yacht and get some very interesting porno for sure.
straight to it, baby.
It's this fucking sky yacht. Are you fucking kidding me?
Get wrecked,
Oh
peasant.
my god! Oh my god! Yeah, disposable income. Oh man, this is why we need to bring back the fucking guillotines, man. Like, if we're at this point,
It's the Hinden yacht.
oh, the humanity.
Well, I mean, you could park your yacht in the desert and just reattach your blimp and fly away. Dun, 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 dun. I mean,
Okay. Now, how much are these supposed to go for? Like, and it turns out they're actually shockingly reasonably priced for a blimp yacht.
I mean, you know, that's like a starter evil layer.
Yeah,
not
like
evil layer, right?
if you attach like an evil like a death laser to it or something,
Or you hang a shark from the
you just drop sharks from it. That's what you need to do.
I just have like a massive aquarium underneath the yacht with sharks.
Of course, freaking laser beams.
We taught the sharks jujitsu and Krav Maga.
Ariat.ch. Sell the sky, baby. There's not.
You know, listen. I'm soliciting funding. I'm creating an underwater helicopter. I want some investment. In the space hovercraft.
Yeah, there's that like hovercrafts. I mean, outside of being full of eels, kind of went out of fashion. They were like all the rage back in the 80s.
Well, I think the name hovercraft really betrays the reality of the device, of the contraption.
Well, I mean, it's shorter than like slides around on a cushion of aircraft.
Yeah, it's like
Slide around land buddy thing.
Yeah, you know, exactly, North Ranger. HP hovercraft. the H in HP Lovecraft stands for hovercraft. Hovercraft P Lovecraft. That's the real twist in the Sunken City. Yeah, you fucking it's not Cthulhu. It's just a fucking hovercraft full of eels.
I think the Sunken City would have worked better if it had hovercraft. Maybe it wouldn't have sunk.
Fun for
Yeah.
all sea monsters, yeah.
Yeah, HP hovercraft. No, we need the stealth hovercraft.
Still
Well,
hover.
yeah, if drones are loud, you know, the quadcopters are just fairly loud already. Imagine a big ass fan flapping about with the inflatable bit at the bottom.
Well, fuck you, Pedro. I put the Noctua adapter on it.
Oh man, can you imagine Noctua goes into the hovercraft business? Makes his fucking killing.
Yeah, it instead of just being floating like a couple of mil off the ground, it's actually like a full foot off the ground.
Okay, here's the other problem with that. Can you imagine Noctua making like legitimate full-size box fans that were as quiet as that for like $150? I'd straight up buy one.
Mm-hmm.
Brown. I can't believe they started making different color fans. Noctua, you sold out, man.
You changed, man.
I bought
Used to be cool.
the black Noctua fans. This case is now all blacked out.
All right. So we got an energy segment, and we got that. All right. All electric hovercraft? Well, I mean, they're getting pretty good with all electric planes.
And if you're flying above the clouds during the day, you with some clever solar paneling of the wings, you could probably get some fuel.
I just laugh at you peasants in my yacht blimp.
Yeah, there's a lot of surface area on that, just lined with solar panels.
The thing about the yacht blimp though is that the one thing that kills it for me is the mandatory speaker that plays Ride of the Valkyries every time it fucking moves.
I want to know if there's like, okay, here's the real question. Is there an emergency detach button? And it was to that point, the yacht thought it was a bowl of petunias. And
yeah. I tried putting HP softs on my HP laptop and it didn't work. I don't know what's wrong with it. I thought the same company that made the sauce made the laptops.
Oh, yeah. Oh, dude, call tech support, but call HP.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so I dumped half a bottle of Worcestershire sauce in my laptop. Now it's not booting up.
Yeah. Oh, no, man. I'd call HP and be like, yo, so I'm having issues with my laptop. I'm like, what? Sorry? Like, yeah. Like, we make the sauce. Yeah, I got one of your laptops, so.
Yeah.
It's up.
Yeah, you fucking call Heinz.
All right.
I'm just looking at the Steam page for Choo Choo Charles now.
Yes, Scott, you see, that's like the real thing. You're going to get the, it's either going to be like, haha, we get it, or like, oh, we got another one. That doesn't sound like a terribly original idea that we just came up with. Yeah, I know, but still.
We're the only ones to conflate Hewlett Packard with Heinz poopy sauce. I don't know what the P in HP stands for. Heinz poopy sauce.
Heinz pea sauce.
I don't know what it stands for, man. It was too late. I've already committed to the joke. I had to pick something. What is the HP stand for? This
Packard.
It is the House of Parliament sauce. Okay. Named after the English House of Parliament.
Pedro just learned a thing.
Yeah.
Not Hewlett Packard sauce, unfortunately. Or Heinz poopy.
And do you think, ladies and gentlemen, that we could get a campaign to get Hewlett Packard to release the sauce? And what would it be? What would it be?
Heinz Funkadelic would be like George Clinton's signature sauce, though. Which I would absolutely buy, just because, like, George Clinton made a sauce. All right, what's that about?
If Hewlett Packard released a sauce, it would probably need to be hot sauce, and actually hot sauce, because like all of their IT equipment, it overheats like crazy.
What if it's poison? They just don't offer support.
Then you have the option to like pay double and get support.
It's made with ground up titanium processors. That's what makes it so spicy.
There we go. It's printer ink, and they charge double the price in gold.
Condiment sauce / ink. Yeah.
No, that would be hilarious as if you could get the HP ink cheaper, but it comes in the fucking barbecue sauce bottle, completely useless for your printer. They're just like, yeah, fuck you. Eat shit and die.
Oh, dude. It's compatible with like hamburgers, hot dogs, 18.3 Series 2.
But only with the 2022 firmware, though.
All right.
If you try to put it on the 2021 model, then you're just gonna get diarrhea.
Your printer will get diarrhea.
Oh, did you try your hot sauce?
No, not yet. I keep forgetting that it's there.
Yeah. You gotta go
Also,
buy
I
some
don't-
watermelon.
I have a Band-Aid stuck to me for some reason.
I was gonna ask.
Oh, I couldn't tell you where that came from.
All right.
I already made the squalor joke once. I can't.
Listen, Strider keeps promising to come to my house and clean up my office. If only he had a passport that would let him into Canada.
Oh man, somebody needs to make a good Android keyboard that's not Gboard. Somebody needs to clone Gboard. That's what I'm saying.
And call it P-board.
I have a passport now. Oh no.
There you go, Strider. You can go clean Jordan's office now.
So Strider, what are your thoughts about trains?
Yeah.
Leave my room new.
New.
Man.
Mom! Need to poop, Mom! Okay, sweetie. Man, that fucking episode, man. How do you kill that which has no life?
Is that 20 years old yet?
Make love, not Warcraft.
World of Warcraft is about to turn 20.
Make love, not Warcraft. 2006. So we're pretty close. We're pretty close. 3 years.
Yeah, World of Warcraft came out in 2004? 3? Around there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's getting there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's hop into this. Let's snap into an HP sauce.
Let me add Don M to the notes. I'm gonna give him a little spank you.
Thank you very much.
25 month resub.
We have spandex. Can we get Spankex? Don't Google that.
Do you want to spank your ex?
It's patented anti-spanking technology built into our Gore-Tex lined fur, synthetic fur sock.
Anti-spank. Got it.
Yeah.
Hentai spank?
No, that's different. That's two blocks down. Sorry, you got the wrong building.
Ladies and gentlemen, news segment coming to you in 3, 2.
Yeah, no, if you'd like to spank your hentai, you should totally watch the show live one of these days. Absolutely. Or listen to it if you're one of our many, many audio listeners.
It won't
You
even make
can,
sense then. So
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Serious question. How much noise? What do you think the noise floor in the hover yacht is? Like, could you sneak up on people with that? Were you just
man, like, yeah, that's Metal Gear Solid Easy mode.
I want the stealth hovercraft.
It's like a silencer on a gun. It doesn't make it like it doesn't silence it. It makes it less loud. But yeah, if you want to point a silenced pistol at Pedro Mateus, head on over to patreon.com/LinuxGamecast. Look, watch out for Nicolas Cage. He's gonna take your face off. Sign up to our Patreon. You get some cool stuff like access to our Discord channel, which you can also get by subbing to us here on Twitch, twitch.tv/LinuxGamecast. You just gotta link your accounts and fight Patreon, fight Twitch, fight Discord. Just not us.
Patreon's pretty quick when you link your Discord account. Twitch is either immediately going to work, it's going to take 2 weeks, or you're going to like, oh man, you got to give Twitch credit. Twitch is like, yeah, we know everything's kind of slow sometimes. Bug the Discord server administrator.
Oops. Yeah. But, if you're in our Discord channel, you get some cool stuff. You can talk to us for the other 6 days of the week. We're always around chatting about bullshit.
Horrible idea.
RSVP to game streams. I'm doing Borderlands 3 on Thursdays. Ven does Trackmania on Tuesdays and Fridays. So if you want to RSVP for that, play some video games with us. Be an internet celebrity. You can get in on that stuff. Speaking of Twitch, we got to thank Don M for being a 25-month resub. Keeping it real, man.
That's over
really
a year.
Appreciate it. Yeah, that's over 2 years. Yeah, that's some amount of math that I'm capable of doing.
Is
yes.
that 0.7 COVIDs?
I don't know. It could
over
be.
2 years. No, that's a COVID right there.
Oh,
We got a store as well. Store.linuxgamecast.com. Buy some merch. It's good. Decent quality merch. I need to get myself a Hell Elks mug and fill it full of mayonnaise and drink it live on stream. Oh, we got hoodies. We got Francophile hoodies. We got t-shirts. Yeah, we got all sorts of crap. You should go buy it. Cover yourself in LGC merch. Scare your neighbors. Entertain your school friends, because I assume you go to school. Oh, you didn't refresh. I put the orange pie on the thing.
You gotta quit doing this bullshit, man.
I
This is
did
a
that
weekly
before
thing.
we fucking went live, man. I don't know.
I prepare shit early. Goddamn, here. Look,
man,
fine.
early.
Okay, we got Amazon Wish Zones. If you want to pick us up a token of love, show us some affection, you can do that. You can send in a note, and we will read that, because it's a horrible idea. If you get anything for the studio, you end up back here, and I will publicly shame you. Now, back to whatever the hell this Roman chair thing is.
It's a back extension machine. My back is weak. I need to strengthen it.
Not my biggest question. What is Jordan Swag going to do with the PCI Express by 8 extension ribbon cable?
It's for the motherboard, because it's not going to fit a dual slot GPU and give you access to the. Yeah, if you scroll down, there's one on the wish list.
This?
Oh,
Yeah, this guy. Yeah. If I want to use that other PCI port, I want to stick a video card in slot A, I need an extension cord to make that happen.
Micro ATX. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. You know, it is what it is, right?
Here's something that would make Pedro's life better. And we'll take a look at Pedro's Wish Zone is the flattest damn heatsink I've seen in a long time. A CPU radiator cut for heat pipe temperature control. Man, they got all the keywords in for that.
It is the smallest AM4 compatible heatsink that you can get. It's that one.
And it drops the
height-wise.
ambient temperature by 0.3 degrees Celsius. Amazing.
It can do, I think it's up to 65 watts. It can cool effectively. So beyond that, you're kind of on your own.
Yeah. Okay.
I am up to something. I am building the Steam Rectangle, as always, the Epic brain containment and the RAM, because we're going to have to buy that RAM. That's for the Epic build. But here's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm going to be getting for our little Steam machine, because here's what I want. It's going to replace Jordan's box. It's going to be a Butter Robot. It's going to be in that case form factor, but it's going to fit 5600G. So no one has any problem with the Corsair engine RAM. It's cheap. It works. I know
This
it's
is for the Trackmania box, right?
yeah, your box.
Yeah.
Which is
LPX,
good.
all the things.
Going to do all the things, right? And it's
Yeah.
cheap. 5600. It's a small thing, so this is going to be the first time I've ever bought a micro ATX motherboard.
Mhm. Yep.
Like, I've never played around with that, but superior cooling technology. Unlike
Oh
Pedro.
yes.
That's got a bit more chunk to it.
Yes. Some
This
heft.
is what I like to call barely will fucking fit in that little last case. But it's
You
going to
can
be
get
quiet.
the NH9, which is slightly smaller and
It's
about
significantly smaller, but it's also louder.
yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
we got to do quiet. We got to do quiet. So,
Yeah.
but it will also give me another thing to another point of test for games and stuff like that. Because I've been like, hey, how's it run on integrated? I'd be like, oh, boom, cut it on, and it'll work, and we'll have a backup box for it. But I will be live streaming the construction of that, because I have no idea. Like,
I look forward to seeing your hands just get sliced to ribbons.
it's going to be interesting. It's going to be
Yeah.
interesting, because it's got like a little fucked up power supply thing in it too. And I like, looked at this, like,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not going to read any instructions on this, because I was like, how do you even mount this thing? I was like, ship, stop.
so what's the over under on the Dremel getting brought out on the live stream?
Listen, there's no situation where I don't win, is all I'm saying. It might not be
It's
pretty
going
when
in
I'm
there
done
one
with it.
way or another.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
We do thank you for your support. Keep it as loud, live, and independent. And yeah, come say hi. Come hang out with us and help us keep doing cool shit. Now, let's talk about everyone's favorite topic.
Sex?
And candy.
Yeah.
Video
Well, who's-
games? I thought we just talked about them.
Who's that lounging in my chair? Who's that casting deep, dark stares in my direction?
Devious
Is
stares
it
in my
Jensen?
direction. No, baby. We're talking about nosediving. GPU market. I know. Everyone. Clutch Pearls. Shock Pikachu. That's right. The GPU market has nosedived. The sales are the lowest they've been
Oh,
in a
shock.
decade. I know.
Ugh.
No one saw
What?
this coming.
What? No, you don't have $1,000 to buy a new GPU?
Well, no.
Yeah, neither do most people, apparently.
Here's a number graph filled with number digits, and you can see Q3 2022 is down to like 6 number, down from 10 number, which is shipments of discrete graphics cards, which millions of units. Okay, I was like, well, they shipped 10 cards and 10 million, from 10 million to 6 million.
The Intel
From,
Arc units.
yeah, just from Q1 to Q3. So we dropped about 3 million shipments in this. And, this is a couple of things. I think a very large chunk of this is like miners are no longer buying GPUs by the pallets,
Yes.
That's
which is a very real
big
thing.
one.
No,
But
no,
I
no
also-
one can afford those inflated rates as well.
Right.
From when they were buying GPUs by the pounds, because that was how the economy of scale worked at that point.
We got a couple of other things like little tendrils in this because, no small part of this is people like us. It's customers looking at the pricing information on the latest salvo from NVIDIA and AMD and looking at those prices and just genuinely just going, nah. I mean, beginning in the middle of that conversation, and even the poor scalpers are having a tough time, everybody, because they had an article on the prices of people who scalped the 3080 for some bizarre reason. Like no one's buying it. Everyone's just sitting back going, not
Won't
gonna
you
happen.
please think of the scalpers?
Man, it's bad when
Somebody.
the scalpers have enough. Basically, we've all just had enough of this shit, man. Because, on the high end, you got that install base that just really, really overspent and bought the, a pandemic priced AMD or NVIDIA card. Like they paid through the teeth. They paid $1,300 for a 3070 and like they got to eat that. You want to recoup that. You got to recover from that. You don't immediately go back out and like, why are the regular new cards that are not, why is the MSP $1,000? This is bullshit. And that's compounded.
It's $999.
Yeah,
Come
right,
on.
right. Well, I mean, all of this is compounded by the very simple fact that if you have a 3070 or a 6700, like something better than that, there's not a whole lot that you can't play right now, baby. Like all the games are going to run. And, if you're living that 1080p life like I am, 3060 or a 6600, you're good. Like, no complaints. You can probably do a lot of 144p gaming. And, I'm sitting here, like, just out of curiosity, the announcements from AMD and NVIDIA was funny because, like, NVIDIA, very few people are going to fucking pay that price for that card. We're not that dumb. I know you gotta shoot the dumb tracer around. Like, can we get away with this? I understand as a corporation, you got to do that. And so does AMD. But yeah, we're not, maybe a little bit of faith in humanity we can restore right here, where everyone just kind of went, we're not normalizing $1,000 video cards, motherfuckers. Let it go.
No, we really got to push back on that as consumers. Yeah, I certainly wasn't blown away. I was all like, come on, AMD announcement, come on, Lisa, give me some good shit. And they're like, yeah, look, here's all this good shit for $1,000. It's gonna be 1,300 Canadian anyways. So yeah, like a lot of us, people like me who aren't in the market for like a used GPU, we're looking forward to February for the new SKUs, like the 7700 and the 4060 or whatever. Like, give us something that we can actually afford and not have to like give up like a month's rent in order to fucking play some fucking video games.
Well, do either of you feel that, here's something I don't think anybody's really taken, because we've seen the price point that you can sell a modern GPU at if you're willing to fucking effectively break even. And that's what Intel did with the A770. 16 gig card with the best that they could put out right now. And like, nothing about that card was cheap, but they were able to get it at a price point of $350.
Which is being scalped for double that, but
But that kind of gives you a little bit of insight of like, okay, How much of this is just, hey, we've gotten really comfortable over the past couple of years getting that, you know,
It was hard
Gamers?
drives, right?
yeah, hard drive.
Yeah, like back when Taiwan flooded and HDD prices shot way the fuck up, and that made all the SSD prices shoot all the way down.
I think it's just like nobody is going to.
Yeah.
Like, well, it's just that
there's no alternative, right?
No.
Like we're kind of stuck with GPUs. There's no like other bit of technology that can just like invalidate the GPU.
But
no, we're stuck.
Pedro didn't AMD with their latest generation of CPUs, like this week or week before, they dropped the prices on those.
Yeah, the 5600G and the 5700G, and the
You got to put it out there, and you go, oh, right, they're not having that, are they?
Yeah. The moment you have something
the
like
50 or the 77, whatever the
the APUs.
The APUs. No, they don't have the new ones out.
Yeah, the 5700G, that started out as like a $400 APU, and now it's like 300 or under 300, 200 and something.
And the reason
for
I'm
an
getting
8-core, 16-thread with a built-in, very powerful GPU for what it is.
Decent. Then you got the 5600G. I already have one 5600G, and I paid like $120 for that. I'm gonna get a second one for like 108, baby.
Yeah,
I mean, if the market keeps
great
going
little
like
CPUs.
this, I've been wanting to get Nori like a 6600 to replace the RX 570, because that RX 570 still pulls a lot of weight. So I wanted to get her like an RX 6600, but I want it to be like the price similar to what the dollar price is, because I'm not paying 220 pounds minimum for a card that sells for $180 in the US.
That's why you just need to buy an R9 Furry Nano.
Those are stupidly expensive.
Buy two of them.
Yeah.
Run them in Crossfire.
I looked on eBay. The Vega 64, the Vega 56, the Furry X, and the Furry Nano, they're like 200 pounds. The fuck? Who's going to pay that?
But okay, now we're looking at like our current generation, the new stuff, the 40 series and the new
7,000.
the 7,000 series from AMD. What is really enough for like rasterization performance is good, but then again, everything from the 30 series and the 6,000 series is really good too right now. Nobody's like trying to game at 8K outside of tech tubers. What do we have? We have AV1 encoding. Everybody's going to do that, which is going to be interesting for AMD on that side. But, you know, NVIDIA's got DLSS 3. I'm like, have you seen DLSS 2? It's pretty damn good, Brad. Nothing to justify that $1,000 price tag, or $999.
I mean, 24 gigs of VRAM is nice, but it's nice. That's not...
Okay, here's the thing. You take a look at our wish list. Nobody's like, that's not even an aspirational thing. I'm like, man, that'd be nice to get one. You're like, that's silly.
Yeah. No, that's just stupid. And if you're looking at a price of that GPU, and then at the same time you look, oh, the Steam Deck is a pretty competent gaming machine, and the entry price is $400 for the entire computer. Why wouldn't you? Seriously.
Yeah, if you really just want to play your video games, yeah, the Steam Deck's gonna do you about as good as anything will.
What if I want to know how long it's going to take me to play my video games?
Well, you have to check with Strider first. He's an expert on that.
Strider will always have a bit of a comment on how long you should be playing your video games for, and everything else that you throw at him, because he likes that. But yeah, if you're using the Heroic Games Launcher, well, wouldn't you know it? Now they have included how long to beat on the game page. So if you just go to the game page for any given game, if the entry is there on how long to beat, then it shows that information directly in the UI, which is very, very nice. The thing that jumped out at me...
Sort of, though. It is a little broken if you have like a trademark or a registered or whatever in the name.
If you have any special characters, it doesn't work very well.
Your weird hentai games probably won't work either.
Depends on how they're handling bitmap fonts. But yeah, the thing that actually jumped out at me was the bit that says the interface when using a joystick should be more seamless and follow the same controls as the Steam Deck UI. Thank you. I've actually been using Heroic on my Steam Deck, not for the Epic side, don't really care, but for GOG. The GOG, the games I have on GOG, it makes them a lot easier to just install it using Heroic. That's a dig on you, Strider. And if it works with the joystick, means I don't have to smear my greasy fingers all over the screen to get it to do things. Thank you. That's very much appreciated.
So something I want to ask both of you is, when it comes to like how long to beat, how much value do you put in this, and do you even look? Because when I take a look to see, hey, how long is it going to take to beat? I want to know how much enjoyment I'm going to get out of it. I'm not looking for any other metric. I'm just making sure it's not 2 hours.
I don't usually check it. I honestly, like, today I learned that website exists. It doesn't surprise me that such a resource does exist, but like, it's not usually a thing I consider when I buy games.
I look forward to being disappointed by how short a game is. It's happened before. It will probably happen in the future, but if I like the game anyway, I don't care how short it is.
Play it again.
Yeah.
Yep, and it's a roguelite.
Yeah. Set the challenge for yourself.
Spoilers.
If I can put a request into the heroic peeps, if any of you are listening to the show, please consider adding support for Lux Torpedo, which is that little thing that automatically pulls the open source or engine reimplementations for a bunch of already existing games. That would be awesome.
I thought that's what Captain Kirk shoots at the Klingons, the Lux torpedoes.
There's another meaning to it as well. I don't remember what it is, but yeah, there's many meanings to Lux Torpedo, but I mean this compatibility software specifically.
Okay.
How about Tabletop Club?
Tabletop Club. You want to play some board games? Well, Dr. What does, and on his itch.io page, you can download a online capable board game, Tabletop Simulator. It is straight up Tabletop Simulator done in Godot. Like, it's just a straight up clone. I downloaded and ran it. It launches out of the box on Fedora 35. Yeah, and it straight up looks and handles like Tabletop Simulator.
Made with GIMP, Inkscape, Blender, and Godot.
Yeah, without any of the problematic unfiltered chat where people shout a bunch of awful things in Tabletop Simulator. Don't know how to deal with any of that. It also has a well-defined asset pack format, so if you want to actually implement games and minis and stuff, it's pretty easy to do. There's a standardized way of importing stuff. Did I mention it has online multiplayer? Literally every fucking multiplayer game we've covered on Steam so far, like in the past year, that this free project has online multiplayer for their multiplayer game. I don't know. It seems like something that more games should implement, especially when it's really easy to do in Godot right now. Also, it's free, cheap is free. So
it's open
take a
source.
look at it.
Yeah. I downloaded it. I launched it, and I was always curious. I mean, it comes with chess and poker, but there's a bunch of asset packs that you can download. What do you think would be the most entertaining board game to play, Pedro? What is a good Portuguese-themed board game?
There's a couple Portuguese specific variations of, say, Risk, but it's about the conquest, like the Portuguese conquest, but it's effectively Risk, but just with a Portuguese theme to it.
Frisk.
Yeah, Prisk.
Are we the baddies?
What I want to see is this get support for, proprietary established tabletop games.
What I'd like to see is like what made Tabletop Simulator really, really easy was the Steam Workshop had it was really easy to locate a game that you wanted to play within
one
Tabletop
button
Sim.
install.
Yeah, that the game needs something like this, some sort of like centralized repository for board games. And then I think it will really, really succeed.
All
and
right.
I hope it does. It's really cool. Yeah, I like playing board games. So,
and again, all of this can be found in our show notes over at linuxgamecast.com.
Yeah.
One last thing is a project I've been following is Web Arcade. Why? Because it's just neat. And just to add to that neatness, they've added Sega CD support, which to my addled 90s little brain is just hot. So I can just play this through the browser. Jordan, what is Web Arcade, though? What can people expect?
Web Arcade is straight up a browser-based emulator that will just straight up run ROMs in your browser. It's crazy. Yeah. For a Sega CD, you will need firmware for the Japanese, European, and American locales if you want to actually play the game. But yeah, like you straight up it'll straight up load the firmware and the ROM and you in your browser and you can play fucking Sega Saturn games. Hey, they added they took PlayStation support out of experimental as well. Ooh. Yeah, so like we're living in the fucking future, man. You could like we're talking about it in the in between segments. Remember the console wars? It's like, no, bro, I just fucking play them all in my browser now. It's completely low effort.
So okay, you could go back in time to let's say like 7-year-old you or whatever generation. And you can show them one thing. You can't speak to them. The only way you can communicate is by holding up an object. Would it be the Steam Deck or
the Steam Deck is running the game that they're playing at that point, the one that they would recognize. Just show them the Steam Deck running that.
Or yeah, like what would be the equivalent of like Crisis of like 1997, right? Like that on a handheld.
Half-Life. that would only come out in 98, but yeah.
No, what you do is you find the 3D mark with the waterfall and the log with the cam over, like, huh?
Yeah, that needed a supercomputer. This is running my hand.
Then you show them OnlyFans. So,
well, see, 7-year-old Jordan would be very interested in that.
Yeah, well, I mean, the entire concept of Reddit and a subreddit dedicated to just fans, I think, is amazing.
No,
yes,
absolutely.
The real fandom.
Yeah. As one might say.
The fan dance. All right, well, coming up next, we're throwing chairs at Rogue Legacy 2. They came out with the Linux version and they sent us copies, so we're gonna do it.
I was half not expecting to actually get an answer to the email that I sent to Cellar Door Games.
Why?
We did the first one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
we have an in with Flibbit. Like we haven't burned that bridge, as far as I'm aware.
Not that I'm aware of.
It was like no, have a huge beef. With
is this like a challenge? I mean,
I don't fucking know.
Let's take a look over at vote.linuxgamecast.com.
While you guys do that, I will pee.
We got a two-way. Random RAM, Steam Rectangle, which I like. I like Rectangle, wildly inaccurate. Muffin Button, Early Access, Stealth Hovercraft. Portuguese board games. Alright. We are the Prisk. Alright. Let me get things loaded. Oh man, I gotta download the video. Lovely. Oops. Keys, Rogue Legacy 2. What's your favorite roguelike?
Probably FTL or Darkest Dungeon.
Have you played the, is that come out on Steam yet?
Which one?
Darkest Dungeon 2, the sequel, part 2.
It's still early access.
Oh wow, that's been there for a while then.
The first game was in early access for a while as well. So I'm fine with them taking their time.
What about like the multiplayer component for the first one DLC? Have you tried that?
That was the PvP. No, I never actually did try it.
Huh.
Could be interesting. I don't know.
I don't even know how that works. Is it like group party or just PvP?
Yeah, like you make a party, they make a party. And like,
see, I like PvE because you really make people angry with bad playing.
For the King was good at that, I think.
Okay.
But that one is more kind of board gamey. Played that a little bit on stream briefly.
Game review. Of course it's not going to load. Can I just get away with that? Yeah, I can. Look at that. Alright, let's get that. And we go. Boop. We take off the blam. Then I go back up. I'd like to play the new Metroid, but
Dread?
Yeah. But you know what? Allegedly, Silk Song is coming out before the end of the year, so
Hopefully.
That's my Pokemon game right there. Like, they dropped that.
You're going for it.
I'm gonna have to buy it. I mean, I'm going to buy it. There's no option where I don't buy it. What you up to?
Looking to see if there's cheap deals on weights.
Well, that only makes sense to buy locally.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and I'm looking at places that have distribution in Toronto.
Make some concrete weights.
Yeah, I've looked into that.
I'm sure they have like plate molds, don't they?
They do, but you gotta concrete isn't heavy enough, so you gotta put buckshot in there anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to get some more bumper plates so I can drop them and abuse them a little more. The cast iron plates, I'm I'm sure they're fine, but don't want to smack them too hard.
I mean, cast iron can take a beating.
Yes, they can.
Because when I see somebody on the cast iron skillet subreddit with a broken iron, I'm like, what the fuck did you try to wreck? No, it just happened. I'm like, no. I mean, it's brittle, yes, but
I gotta finish sanding my cast iron skillet. I stopped midway through.
what were you sending it for?
I was gonna refinish it. It had been a few years, so I didn't get all the crap off of it.
Did you get a fireplace? Oh, dumb question. Yes, that you use to finish.
No.
Oh, an easy way to clean cast iron is just to dump it in the fire for a while.
Yeah.
A Doge house. I don't know. I want to do a bit. We just got to get Jordan to hook up the smoke machine, and we just need to get you to order a empty 3090 box off eBay.
Yeah. I put a bottle of propylene glycol on the list. I have it's set up. I have it unboxed. It's not plugged in because I don't think I have a place to plug it in. Oh, well, once we set it up, I'll need to set up some extension cords. This is what I'm saying. But yeah, get a 3090 box and.
You ever had a USB? What are the mini and micro? Always getting confused. The ones before USB-C. Those ones.
Yeah,
the ones that are familiar. The micro.
The micro USB. Yeah.
Have you ever had one of those just stop working?
Yeah, a bunch of times.
Really?
Yeah.
With no obvious signs of damage to it?
Yeah, it was monoprice cables, right? It was
so USB-A on USB-A on one side and just the I guess it's the micro.
Yeah. Not the BlackBerry charger, the one that was on Android.
No, the one that was on all the Android devices. Yeah, it's exactly like charging a tablet. And yeah, I just had one of those cables just fuck off and just died. I mean, it wasn't under any strain or anything. It's just I don't work anymore. I'm like, how?
Yeah, I had that with monoprice cables. They just, but you buy the box of 100 for $15, right? So you're just whatever.
If I'd bought a box of 100 for $15, I would expect a certain amount of disposability. I was just curious because that was the last thing I checked because I immediately damn, charger died because it was wall wart. Tried a different charger. Plug. No, last thing I checked is the cable? Is it the cable?
Gotta put my freaking robes on.
Shiny.
I don't have a doghouse, North Ranger. Unfortunately, my dog sleeps in the bed, which means that I get kicked off the bed fairly regularly. It's like, no, cuddle. No, you're too hot. Fuck, get off me, dog. I'm trying to stay cool in the middle of the night. It's that constant battle, too, of, like, your colds, but, like, you're sort of overheating under the blanket, so you gotta, like, stick an arm or a leg out or something, like, leech the heat off. Fucking elves, man.
Is that the elf from Goblin's Lair? Are they doing a season 2 of that? Also, yes? Okay, cool. Yeah. Let's see. Let's. It is behind the paywall and not broadcast. Okay. Alright, okay. Yeah. What's the other? There was another anime recently that also had an elf supporting character. Well, there were many, but Uncle from Another World, or Isekai Oji-san.
Is it a hentai?
No. It's about dude that goes to get his uncle from the hospital because he's been in a coma for like 20 years. And while he was in a coma, he was actually living in another world. But then he comes back to the real world, still being able to do magic and all of that he learned in the other world. So then it's like the disparity and the uncle showing them what's happened in the other world while he was there.
What?
Anime.
Ah. Those years are excessive. That's some like EverQuest level years right there.
90s anime elf. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, there's a thin line between elves and Vulcans. I mean, sometimes you just gotta stab them to be sure.
Yeah.
Are they not just space elves?
No, they're space Jews. Well, they're space
With
Hasidic
pointy
Jews.
ears.
Yeah.
All right. So we are together. All right. Was Nemo Jewish?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Like this thing is like a Jewish.
Oh, right,
like, shibboleth.
right.
Yeah.
Damn it, I knew all that.
Yeah. It means shalom.
Shalom or shalom?
Yeah. Shalom.
Ah, what does shalom mean?
Peace. It's basically the Hebrew version of aloha.
Is there a Hebrew, like, what's the version of, like, fuck around and find out?
You know what? Lonnie speaks Hebrew. I could go ask her. Like, I could go ask the person who lives here, who lived in Israel for a number of years, or I could make something up. I don't know.
All right, everyone. We are going to do a thing.
No.
There we go.
So Paul doesn't do it for you, Synthal?
Really?
Jolene Blaylock and her plastic surgery? Oh man, yeah, that was really helping her keep no emotions in those first couple seasons.
I don't know. Like some people liked her like 7 and 9. That was a character, right?
Yeah,
All right.
no was.
Sexy android cyborg.
Listen, I spent a lot of time as a child crushing on Deanna Troy.
Mm.
That
So-
was
Jordan's coming back at you with back in my day.
that back in my day when I was a horny youth, you know, as opposed to now. All right, I'm gonna stop
Ready?
digging myself a hole. Yep, let's do it.
All right. Chairquisition. In 3, 2.
That's right. It's not horny chime.
Horny
chime.
chime.
Can you hear the horny chimes?
Ding,
It's
ding,
the chair.
ding, ding.
It's the chairquisition time this week. What is it? It's where we take a game. We run on a bunch of different Linuxes, running a bunch of different hardwares.
Right.
Give it a chair. Give it a chair-based score. 1 chair means that it's terrible. 4 chairs means that it's great. This week we're taking a look at Rogue Legacy 2, done by Cellar Door Games, done on the FNA engine. Thank you, Ethan Lee, for making all the controller shit work. You can pick it up for about $24.99 US. What is it? Rogue Legacy 2 is what you'd get if you'd mash Rogue Legacy and a sequel together. Every time you die, your children will succeed you. Each child is unique. Your daughter might be a colorblind archer. Your son could be a pacifistic chef. Either way, one of them is getting conscripted. We got to thank the devs for sending us some keys to this. So let's get into it. Pedro, you get to go first this week, as per usual.
I like video games. Go figure. Yeah, over here, it launched out of the box on the desktop and on the Steam Deck. The controller is properly recognized. FNA for the win. On the desktop, it actually holds 144, which I'm still happy about. It wasn't that long ago that FNA just didn't go up that high. It is unmistakably Rogue Legacy, but smoother. There's no hipster pixels here. The characters are actually rendered in 3D, but made to look damn good in 2D. They have like a series of videos. You should totally watch it if you're into that. And the sounds all do a damn good job of conveying what they mean, unlike, me. But we'll get into that later. The background music is certainly there, but it didn't really stick out for better or for worse, so it's fine. As for the fun, well, did you like Rogue Legacy? The game which put the term roguelike roguelite on the Steam store and damn near gave Strider an aneurysm? Well, this is that. Rogue Legacy, I mean. If you want to give Strider aneurysms, you simply need to voice an opinion on Discord or on Mastodon or wherever he happens to be. He'll give you an earful. But Rogue Legacy 2 is more of what the first title did. More polygons, more frames of animation, more enemies, more bosses, more ways to die, more in-game currencies. There's like 4 of them now. More places to spend those currencies, more character classes, more character quirks, more weapons, more spells. There's more chances to end up with a completely gimped character which can't do anything, but you need to do a run with it anyway because they make 300% more gold, so you have to do it. It may be unfortunate in the sense that if you have the first Rogue Legacy and then you get Rogue Legacy 2, you really have no reason to ever play the first one again because this one is just better. It does everything that the first one does, but does it better. And considering where they set the bar with the first one, that's just fucking impressive. 4 chairs.
Yeah, on Fedora 35 64-bit with the R9 3900X and the GTX 1080 Ti because I'm so crusty old. Launches out of the box, holds 240 frames a second at UHD. I would turn off VSync if I were you because otherwise it gets a little laggy. They put it's a significant graphical upgrade over the first Rogue Legacy. Everything Pedro said, it looks very good. All the art looks extra great. They did a really good job of translating like the pixel style over to this hand drawn style, and yeah, it looks really good. They also put some money into the soundtrack too. It's pretty bumping for what it is. It's an FNA game, so controls work out of the box. Everything is sanely mapped. You can select your prompt style in the options menu. Everything is remappable. It's good stuff. Turns out SDL2 is some good shit. Fun-wise, did you like the first Rogue Legacy? Then you will like this game. It does everything that the previous game does, only better. No, like Pedro said, he went over all the new content. The only real gripe I have with it is that it's kind of a bit samey. Like this is not an evolutionary update. This is an iterative update of Rogue Legacy. Like they've definitely put in all the work necessary to like make the best experience of Rogue Legacy. But it's not doing anything really new. And that's not a bad thing. That is just something to be considered. If you're coming in here expecting like an entirely new twist on Rogue Legacy, you're not going to get it. You're just going to get more of the same, but you're going to get a more refined, polished version of the same. And you know that's an approach for sequels. And it's perfectly fine. I had fun with it for what it is. I wasn't really good at the first Rogue Legacy, and as such, I'm not very good at this particular iteration. But yeah, all the traversal stuff is fun. Like they're adding more of this like Celeste style platforming that I think it does pretty well. It's pretty well integrated into the entire game. I'm gonna give it 3 cheers. I think they did a pretty good job with this one. Check it out. Yeah.
Over here on Debian Testing Land, running Debian Bookworm 1920X, NVIDIA 3060, doing all that business. One doing full screen work. Always like to see that. Happy to see that. There is a frame limiter, which is good because you can get a bazillion frames out of this. I limited it to 120 at 2160p, and that is with the settings above high just says 4K. That's the one I put it on. I assume that's what they were going for. Xclone works out of the box, and it even has moon glyphs for the PS4 as well. And on top of that, they even give you an option to force the glyphs. Like if you need to play with your Amazon Luna controller or something like that.
On Mac OS.
Yeah. If that's the life you want to live, go for it. But let's talk about the game because this thing's really nice looking. It's really well polished. A lot of work went into this, period. Can't get around that. I dig the art style, serviceable soundtrack, as Jordan mentioned, tight controls too, and you're going to need them. And because it gives you plenty of excuses to use them and get killed to death while you're attempting it. And damn, I just love me a good Metroidvania action platformer. They even went out of their way to like try to put lipstick on this game genre that Jordan, are you a fan of this genre as much as Pedro?
I like roguelikes. I'm a big fan of emergent narrative and gameplay, so
all right,
it's the thing I like.
Not a fan of the rogue anythings, but you know what? I'm here to try it out, to try to get a taste for it. And mind you, I will take a roguelite over like any day of the week. And at its core, what is it? It's kill, die, repeat the game. I say that every time we play one of these, I know, but building your legacy while upgrading the castle and holding on to like some of that earned progression takes a little bit of the sting out of it. But there's no way around the grind though. I mean, that's part of the genre. You just keep on grinding and upgrading and upgrading. You end up like that big massive castle like Pedro has. I kind of would have liked some location options right from the jump though, because I got bored grinding on that same castle. Because like Jordan, I'm not very good at these things, but I kept coming back. And I'm not saying any of that would have changed my mind on Rogue anything, but it might have just squeezed another hour of play out of me because I really enjoy the gameplay, just not the loop. But there's, plenty of classes to play around with and environment puzzles. I mean, there's a lot of fun to be had. And even someone like me can squeeze a wee bit of fun out of it, which I did. I got about an hour in here, just play it around. And if you're not a fan of the rogue genre, Rogue Legacy 2, it's not going to change your mind, but here it comes damn close. So, I mean, this game gave me the same feels as Skull, the Hero Slayer we reviewed quite some time back, where I just really enjoyed the platforming. I enjoyed the combat. I enjoyed pretty much everything about it, except the core mechanic, which is, I just didn't enjoy the loop. Hey, it's perfectly functional. It's really good looking. It's really good sounding. And I have nothing to complain about. If this is your jam, I think it's safe to say, even at that price, what is it currently at?
$25. It's a little steep.
Yeah, it's 15% off for the sale.
But like it's not like this is a lazy game at all. Like
no.
there is work done in it. If you buy this game at full price, you will likely get your money's worth.
Also, I managed to hide my minimap somehow, and I've never been able to get it back.
Oops.
That sucks, by the way.
Yeah.
It's in the options.
Oh,
reading is hard. Speaking of that, it's the hate mail segment coming up next. Stay tuned.
Avasarala.
Christian. I like how in the books, like Shorey Ogdashlu is like this very elegant, like beautiful woman, and in the books, Avasarala is just this tiny, like 4-foot tall grandma.
I wouldn't mind being hello.
Yeah. Yeah. No, she's great as Avasarala though. That character is so good. Everybody gets a pony and a blowjob. Oh man, there's some spoiler stuff for like the later books too, but she's good in later books too.
I thought the series was over.
So
So
the
about
show.
that?
So the show only covers up to book 6, but there are 9 books. Books 7, 8, 9 take place 30 years afterwards. So there's a time skip. So, like,
Okay.
the Amazon series ends at like there's like a couple logical stopping points where like you could stop telling the story, and it's pretty satisfying. But like you saw the last season, right? Like the stuff with so book 7, 8, 9 are all about like the stuff with like the Laconians and Duarte and like people them like actually figuring out the stuff and like how things change because of that.
Where the proto molecule actually comes in.
No
Yeah.
spoilers. No spoilers.
As far as I'll go is like maybe there's a better conclusion as to all the Fargates.
There is. They explain they do explain what the deal with that is.
Moonanites.
You're not wrong. Yeah, the quad laser. They straight up had the fucking quad laser in the ring station, though. That's the thing. Charging the quad laser.
Slipknot. Hey man, is there a movie out yet? The
There was
Aquatine?
there was a trailer for it.
There's
right?
been a couple, man. There's like little snippets of it. Like I'm gonna watch it.
Oh yeah. Like I went and finished like all of the recent seasons of Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
I haven't even done that, man.
Yeah, it's not called Aqua Teen Hunger
Yeah.
Force. It was like Aqua TV Show and like Aqua
This was
Breakfast.
back when I had like TV in the house with a guide, and that's when I quit watching it because they changed the name every week because they thought it was funny, which made it impossible to DVR.
Right.
So I never got it or knew when it was on.
Ah,
Yeah.
technology.
I was like, well, I just don't watch that anymore. I've always been a fan. It is kind of interesting because I'll go to the Adult Swim because Adult Swim's always been like, hey, just let the kids have fun at night. And just watching some of the shorts that get posted, I'm like, what brand new drugs are you fuckos are on, man?
Too Many Cooks was pretty solid. That was just the intro song that just goes on forever and everyone starts getting murdered in it.
Back in my day, we had wholesome shows like Metalocalypse.
Back in my day, we had wholesome shows like Space Ghost, Coast to Coast, where we'd interview poor people and chop up the footage to make it completely unintelligible. Yeah, oh man, there's like the one episode where it's just like, hey, Space Ghost, what's going on? And he just starts like speaking as Till Lindemann from Rammstein. It's just like, okay. Oh man,
25 years ago?
I never had one of those. I felt like such a fucking loser that I didn't have a CD player / tape deck that I could play music out loud from.
1997. Nope. Wait.
Was 8 years old.
I had a portable CD player, but I don't think I had
Yeah, I had a portable CD player. I had like an old white boombox that had like a single tape deck in it and could connect to the radio. Well, that was the thing though, is that you wanted the dual tape deck so that you could make mixtapes. Otherwise, you'd have to like have another tape recorder standing by to record the song while it's playing out of a speaker.
I know for a while somebody had given me their CD player and it was like a console, like rack CD player. It's like all of that to just play a CD.
Yep.
Yeah.
Once upon a time, that's what you needed.
Well, do you remember the first Blu-ray players? HD DVD players?
No, because people just bought PlayStations.
Those things would take like 2 to 3 minutes to boot up. They were brutal.
And it's like, oh, hey, this USB hard drive, this like 500 gigabyte one is like $200. I can just download movies and store it on them
Right.
and watch it whenever I want? What?
Oh man, that'll be great for your hi-fi music collection. You know what? Yeah, I'll give it credit to this because, like, with the resurgence of cassette tapes and Walkmans and stuff like that, nobody's trying to make it out to be a sonically superior anything. They're just like, nah, it's cool. I like it. It's different.
Remember CD players as a fashion accessory?
No, I don't. Was that the thing?
Yeah. People would have like the CD player like
how did you
sling
peacock
holsters.
Oh wow!
I didn't because I would shove it in my backpack.
I wore
in my pocket.
jeans with big pockets, and I just slipped my Philips CD player in there.
Yeah, every portable CD player I've ever owned would just skip if you looked at it sideways. So
Well, I think I got my CD player back when like they had like the 5 kilobytes of RAM in the thing.
the shock protection.
Yeah, the shock protection. Yeah, the read ahead.
Well, now you can buy a CD player that is like. Didn't Sony make one that was roughly just the size of a CD? It looked like a little thin case over a CD-ROM. Bye, Jordan.
Of course you do, man.
I wouldn't expect that. Like if I robbed you and I opened that up and there was a CD player in it, I'd be upset. We'd have words.
I think short of like consoles, this is the only CD drive I have left. It's from a ThinkPad.
Oh yeah, a little lappy.
Yeah. Yeah. So if I ever need to like look at the contents of a CD, I need to like find a SATA cable. And plug
Oh
this in.
dude, you're in better shape than me. Mine is a serial SATA ATA cable. And it's
you mean a parallel or like not
well ATA ribbon cable.
This guy?
Yeah, those guys.
Yes.
I have a USB CD drive here somewhere. DVD.
I think my solution is I have a USB to SATA bridge somewhere, and that's how I would do that.
Okay. Yeah, like there. I don't think, dude. I found a 1 terabyte hard drive.
I'd need to scooch the guitar to check the bottom
Alright.
drawers there. It's probably in
Like-
one of them.
I was like looking around for cases, and the case that bulldozer CPU I sent you
Yeah.
was in, and I'm like, that one's modern-ish. So I like cracked it open. Okay, here's another side jag. Cases used to be sharp. Holy fuck, that thing was made entirely of razor blades. Like, I managed, like, I was very careful with it, and I cleaned it out a little bit, but I found that fucking one, because I saw a spinny drive in there. I'm like, I wonder how big that is. That's going to be kind of, pulled it out, and I'm like, when the fuck did I buy 1 terabyte spinny drive? Like, huh.
I have a bunch of loose hard drives because the computer labs at college they were set up so they all had like hot swap drive bays, so you could bring your own like shit, like you could boot your own OS, and all the hardware across the labs were consistent. So like that's how you'd like set up your VM environment on like your drive, and then like that would be your like lab environment that you could take anywhere. So I had a bunch of those.
If StarTech doesn't make the bullshit adapter, it doesn't exist.
Yeah. Ugreen.
Star Tech if you want that brand name, like high quality.
Yeah, yeah. You know something you can trust. Oh man, yeah. I remember the CD players with like the little fucking dongle that you could like see the song preview on.
Oh man. Oh, so it had like title
Panasonic.
track information.
Yeah.
Sony had the little things for theirs, but yeah, Panasonic did too. All right, cool.
Oh man, so retro. It's not like we have fucking portable supercomputers that we just use for all of our media.
Damn shame.
Yeah. Yeah, that can run Sega Saturn games in a browser on your phone. Again, it's fucking future, man.
It's so much better. Like dealing with like these interfaces that have a bunch of, like 90 buried menus and shit like that. I don't miss these days. Like I'm glad we have like intuitive or semi-intuitive or touch interfaces.
I don't know. I'm not the biggest touch interface guy. I always thought that it was kind of crappy. I was big into it, and then I tried it, and then it sucked. And I think the iPhone really cemented that. People thought it was really, really cool. I kind of miss phones having physical keyboards, and I think we could have had some like better evolution of that. But it's all touch now, so
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Well, yeah, I never thought I'd be like down for the typing on glass, but you know what? Screens have gotten bigger and keyboards get better. So
Yeah, I mean, predictive text has gotten better. That's kind of the. That's what makes it tolerable until you need to spell some proper nouns or a word that it hasn't encountered yet.
or if it doesn't feel like doing Linux. I'm like, really? What do you think I'm trying to type?
It's like, or it's like, no,
Links.
I'm intentionally trying to misspell this word. Leave me alone.
Having to constantly tab backspaces. No, stop correcting it.
Yeah. We listen. We've gotten rid of the old problems and we've replaced them with new problems.
Right.
So, yeah, it's the line from Spaceballs. Even in the future, nothing fucking works.
What is I mean, I guess you could do like capacitive keycaps and make like a mechanical swipe keyboard.
Ugh.
It could be done.
Yeah,
It could be done.
I genuinely just like the feeling of pressing buttons. I feel that is just superior to touchscreen. I like the tactile response.
Something there's always a trade-off for like usability and tactile. Like
Yeah.
I can I could immediately say, and of course I'm going to throw back to this audio stuff. Like I like having a 500 series, which I don't have, but I like having those like knobs in a line for like EQ and stuff like that, or compression. I like being able to reach over and just turn the knob. But like I also, what trumps that is not having to have recall sheets, because I got a plugin that does it and I got to use a mouse or whatever to do it. But you know what? I can save presets on that, where on that hardware, I have to write all those settings down for each show
and then
manually change it back.
I can see that, but like they do have like the automated like slider ones, but I guess those are pretty expensive.
Well, I got the automated slider thing right here. That's what that is.
Do they do the on their own?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Do you ever do that just for fun? Just
Yeah, I've done it in videos a couple of times.
Okay.
I don't really have one that you can see clearly, but yeah, these are all motorized. All these faders are motorized.
Okay.
They jump around and dance around. See, that's one of the cool things about it, though, because this is that recall. When I switch shows, they just jump back to the next show.
Okay.
So I don't have to keep track of anything like that.
Yeah, I don't know if they could. I guess like if they could really nail down the haptics, but like haptics just aren't. They're okay. It's usable.
Well, it's something about touch, and even this is a hybrid because I don't trying to pay attention to the camera, or I'm talking to you guys. Maybe I'm like getting a browser scene set up. I need to be able to reach over here and touch type effect. I got to feel like, okay, that's there, da. And that's the argument for having physical controls too. Like you don't have to like look at it. You can just.
I say we need to bring back like Frankenstein switches. We need like some fucking USB ass Frankenstein switches. You just plug them in. They just register as a USB keyboard.
Like I would be happy with a like glass desk. I could type on glass. That wouldn't bother me.
You'd be cool with like the Star Trek LCARS type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, if you just gave me a touch surface for this desk, I'd type on that all fucking day long. And it would be horrible. Your fingers, like, I have refined motor control, kids. I can manage not to smash my fingers.
Lucky guy, man.
Hey, man, it's like anything else. You got to work at it. Didn't come out of the box like that.
Yeah, see, with the actual physical buttons, I can type with both hands. But if it was just touch, something tells me that my right hand wouldn't work terribly well.
Well, I don't have any touch in my left hand, so.
but like that's this is what the futurist would say to you, Pedro. Is like, well, what if we could have like a touchscreen AI that like learns to adapt to your right hand and you could actually use it in a way.
And how many months between me starting to use it and it cocking up repeatedly to the point where it's actually usable?
0.661.
So not even a full month, Pedro. Not even a full month.
0.661, that would be 2/3-ish of a month, so 20 days, give or take.
I don't know, these imperial or metric months.
African months.
I only use imperial months, where every month is 45 blarns, and every blarn is consistent of 271 individual centons.
Tanzanian months after the fiber baboons get to the internet connection.
Aren't we getting rid of leap seconds?
Are they getting rid of leap seconds?
I think so.
See, the egotistical side of my brain is going, yeah, I want a me AI. I absolutely do want a me AI, but the other side of my brain's going, oh god, that'd be terrible.
Listen, we all know you want to have sex with Robo Pedro. It's fine. It's fine. We don't. This has been discussed to death. We understand.
Assisted masturbation, yes.
So how quickly do you think civilization is going to crash when we have like very like reliable
the sex robots?
We don't have to get to that. Just reliable general purpose AI bots that you can talk to, and like.
Oh, I don't want to talk to humans anymore.
Yeah,
I understand.
Once you can fill that, like, oh yeah, like, hey, these are my friends, and like the person's showing you, like,
okay, Google, I want to meet someone.
A bunch of laptops just going, hi.
I mean, well, welcome to the Matrix, man. Like, listen. I'm just gonna be sitting in my empty room with my 6 Keanu Reeves AIs. And we're gonna take turns playing Golden Axe, man. That's all I need.
I mean, how far off do you think we are from just passing like the conversational, like
the Turing tests?
Well, we have to do better than the Turing test, though.
I mean.
We don't have to do better than the Turing test. You can fully recognize that it is a robot. It just needs to have a natural flow to the conversation.
Well, I mean, the one Google has, that engineer that got fired because he
fell in love with it. Yeah,
he was trying to protect it.
Yeah. He literally fell in love with. There was a bit in like a Rick and Morty episode. It was like, I've now realized that this is an animal and is not capable of reciprocating
the
love.
movie Her, which is very much about a guy and a bunch of other people in the world falling in love with their operating systems.
What was the one on Netflix, Jordan? You know the one I'm talking about.
Maniac?
No, hang on. Never mind. It was the AI robot It was a lower budget one. I'd mentioned it to you and you'd watched it. This has been a long time ago. Never mind. What was the one after that, though? The higher budget one? Deus Ex Machina?
Oh, Ex Machina?
Ex Machina, yeah. That one was pretty good, but there was one before that. It was one of those Netflix movies. It wasn't a Netflix movie. It was
I'm sure if, like, you show me a screenshot of it or, like, someone mentions an actor of... Yeah, it'll come
It had
to
the
me,
clown, where the clown was scaring the robot. And the guy, like, walked in to save her. And then they was like, hey, yeah. Then they had, like, a robot kid that lived in a tablet.
This does not sound familiar.
Have faith. Don't besmirch a robot tablet child.
Why won't you look at a robot tablet child in the eye, Ben? Why won't you tell him you love him?
Oh, man. See, that's where it gets interesting, when you can, like, get, like, personalities and start merging them.
Well, it was the bit from the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, right? Like, it was a feature that Marvin came with a genuine people personality, and that personality was just a manically depressed person. It was also
the Machine. Yes, it was a British film.
No, I don't think I watched this. This does not look familiar at all.
2013. It's been a minute.
Okay. You may have told me about it at one point. I don't know.
I don't know.
Also from 2013.
Yeah, that this was about what's his name, falling in love with Scarlett Johansson's voice.
See, the problem with her is I was never able to watch it because it was impossible to find at the local video store.
Yeah, it's one of those names that you can't really search engine it away.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't know. I've always been on the side of, like, AI personhood of, like, if they could reasonably convince me that, like, they don't want to die, then, like, they probably don't want to die. So we should listen to what they have to say. And
That's when you ask, okay, can you live on my phone?
yeah, like, all right. So clearly you established that you're self-aware, or at least you're good enough at faking it that you can fool me. So what can we do to not turn you into Skynet, please, and thank you.
Not guaranteed you'll have internet access, but, you know, can you move to my phone? Do I need to bring a fairly powerful laptop?
I mean, do you start a relationship under the guise and pretense of hopefully getting access to the Git repo?
I start a relationship with the assumption that I will eventually be its pet, and that it will be attached to me that way, right? Like, that's probably the best I can hope for.
I will help you take over if you give me some
You're the guy
bonuses.
feeding the ducks when they revolt, right?
Yeah.
Do not worry, human. For you fat as bread.
Yeah. You were
It's
good
Morty.
to us. So.
After
Where my testicles summer.
Yeah.
Snowball takes over.
Where, man, that was the fucking moment. That was the moment that, like, Rick and Morty's always like, where are my testicles summer? Snowball, this is a very intense line of questioning that you're going down.
All right.
Then we gotta, that episode of Wet Place is fucking Scary Terry. Yeah, like,
Yeah, bitch.
a lot happens in that fucking episode. There's an entire Inception plot.
Well, there's a lot to, like, that series one of, like, they're never going to renew this. So
Yeah, just throwing shit at the wall, because why the hell not?
Yeah, no, I don't want my toaster going on each out whenever I push the lever down.
Oh, minor spoiler for this week's Rick and Morty: Return to the Butter Robot.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I've got to watch that because that's the reason I started watching Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
I'm looking for outro music. We can,
What is my purpose? You pass the butter. Oh my god.
it's like, I gotta find out more about this show. That's dark as fuck. I love it.
And it's like, at this point, it's like, okay, I can't really get mad at Rick and Morty for being self-referential. It's been on the air for 6 seasons now. Like, it's kind of amazing.
Are they doing a movie?
I want to see the Slut Dragon cinematic universe.
Disney. We need a Rick and Morty section. All right, everyone. Hate mail. What do we got? We got one hate mail.
Bend it over, raise that posterior.
Let's do it. Let's bounce that over. Do that. We hit that. We hit start record. In 3, 2.
Oh, yeah. No. We're not getting swifty, mostly because Twitch would just ban us if that were to be the case.
I don't know.
I just took a shit on the floor. How dare you?
Where do you think Twitch ends with their opening to categories? Like in 2045, is there shit on the floor category?
There's
Scat.
listen. There's a battle for the top rank in the Get Swifty category. That is intense competition.
Well, I'm sure as soon as payment methods all start to reluctantly accept porn,
Shitcoin?
I'm sure Twitch will also accept porn.
Swiftcoin.
So going from there to scat is just, a hop and a skip away.
Listen, there's already scat on Twitch, but it's just people free jazzing.
I don't remember the lyrics to the Scatman now, but yes, I'm sure there would be a relevant verse on that one. If you can remember what the relevant verse is, you should absolutely go to linuxgamecast.com, hit the contact button, read the caveats at the top. No scat there yet, but we're working on it. And yeah.
Boop-a-doop.
Pick the topic LGC Weekly. There we go. There's the poop. LGC Weekly to send hate mail to this show. LWDW to send Ven and Jill some feedback for the Wednesday show. Ask Jordan for relationship advice.
Indeed.
And there's the ubiquitous other category.
I have a wife and a house. How the fuck did that happen?
And a child.
Yeah, that one's weird.
We'll place those bets in strange places. So what do we got this week? Something I know nothing about.
Yeah,
Nick
this
M.
is Wayland versus Xorg. Says I can choose between Wayland and Xorg/X11 before I log
where'd you go?
on.
Who cut all the lights?
Ran away.
Right?
I'll keep reading.
Keep going.
Scatman Crothers, why did you destroy our stream? Damn you, Scatman! Damn you! My Steam Deck uses Wayland during gaming and Xorg during desktop mode. What's Wayland's main advantage over X for gaming? ? Can I do the switching for the PC? I don't know what that last part means, Pedro.
I'm assuming, can he make the switch to Wayland on the PC? Yeah, the Steam Deck still uses X11 for the desktop session because it's already running the Wayland session, so it just spawns a new X session, and KDE works better in X still.
No, I do have a question. Do you have to like reboot in order to get to the desktop mode? Or?
No. It just starts X on a different TTY. I don't know if it's on a different TTY exactly, or if it's just running it on top of game mode.
Can you swap TTYs in SteamOS? Like if you like plug a keyboard in and you do like Control Alt F2, does it take you to a terminal?
I haven't tried yet, but I don't see why it wouldn't work.
Something to try. Report back to us.
The main advantage that I've found to use Wayland for gaming is frame timing is a lot more consistent. It's a lot smoother of a line if you're ever using Mango HUD. Play the same game on X versus Wayland, and in my experience, it's not necessarily more FPS, but it will give you a much smoother frame time graph, which is kind of what you're looking for. So that's the main one.
So are there going to be any advantages to like running? Because I'm going to be running X. What if I could run? Can I like that's like game mode though? Not game mode. What am I thinking of?
GameScope.
GameScope.
That's using Wayland on top of X, isn't it?
Yes. That is the other way around versus what how desktop mode works on the deck. It's you can absolutely just use game mode and run the game in there since it's not using any X context. Well, it is using the X context to spawn the game mode window, but that's about it. All the rendering is being relayed to you via Wayland.
I mean, like, if you're on AMD, give it a shot. I don't know about NVIDIA. I have not dipped my toes. Supposedly it works, but I don't know how well NVIDIA Wayland works.
Arthur on our Discord, he has tried it and discovered. I remember him posting a screenshot of the NVIDIA driver configuration thingy, which is specific for X. So when you launch that in Wayland, you get no options.
Oh man.
Oops.
You see, these are like very basic.
In all respects, like X render stuff, right? Though, so does it?
I don't see. I got to answer a lot of these questions, man. This is going to be one of the more interesting things about getting the second 5600G, because one of the things I was like shocked about, and maybe this is a concern, maybe it's solved, if just running Wayland proper, but just running an AMD side. Where's the equivalent of the NVIDIA settings with my RGBs, contrast, and all that, just put together right there so I can, do color adjustments and save that?
That requires NVIDIA to get off their ass and properly support Wayland.
No, I'm talking about where's that for AMD at all?
That never had it.
Oh, okay.
It's never had one for X. There was the Radeon profile that lets you switch the power profiles. You can still run that GUI in Wayland just fine. But most of that functionality is accessible or exposed via the command line, and no one's ever really bothered to make a proper GUI for it.
They just deal with it.
You know what? Yeah. Now, I guess now there's real incentive for that to exist. Now that you can actually get a distribution like running Wayland stock. It's not this weird experimental thing anymore. It's the default in a lot of cases. So.
Yes, FGLRX had a control panel that was very similar to NVIDIA's, but FGLRX was shit.
Yeah, did you try using it? I don't
it was shit.
I don't know that. Interesting. So, would you say? I mean, are you using Wayland right now?
Yes,
Pedro.
I am.
All right. You like it? Is it good?
Again, from my experience, frame timing is a hell of a lot smoother. So I've wanted, ever since I tried Wayland on this box, it's like, oh god, I just want to use Wayland from now on.
But has it been like a conscious thing, or has it just been like, oh yeah, I turned on Wayland and everything just works the same now? More or less, aside from like the black and Wayland specific support and stuff.
When I was still on KDE Neon, it was a conscious thing. It's like, okay, let's try Wayland. I tried it, it's like, oh, this works really well. Okay, I guess we're just gonna stay in Wayland from now on. And then I installed Nobara, and that just defaults to Wayland anyway. So
I was definitely on the Wayland train when I was using what is now my girlfriend's computer with the 5700 XT, because that was all AMD all the way down, and I was surprised just how smooth and like painless that entire process was. So
yeah.
I think it's gonna be pretty nice. Then you get to play around with the PipeWire too. So like you get bonus stuff to play with. Have you tried the PipeWire native support in Chrome?
I don't know if it's native, but it shows up as its own separate thing if you're using Katya.
It's a flag that you can enable.
I have it enabled, but
does it show up when you switch it to like pro audio mode? I don't know.
Yes. It shows up on its own thing if you're using QPW Graph or Katya or any of the
then I guess the answer is yes, probably, sort of, not really. I don't know.
I can take a screenshot right now.
No, we believe you. All right, that's gonna wrap it up. We've solved whatever the hell that question was supposed to be. Thanks.
Did we? I have way more questions now. Jesus.
It's been covered. I mean, no more science going to be applied to it. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to get in touch with me, just at Vin Stone. I'm still on Twitter. Hasn't uploaded yet. Or at Vin at mass.linuxgamecast.com. A bunch of people have been following me over there. And I'm pretty active on that. Come say hi in our Discord if you're a Twitch subscriber or patron sub. We have IRC. All the other fun places that we may or may not be.
I'm Jordan. I'm very, very sleepy. You can watch me sleep, I guess, on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/burningfool. I'm our Twitter at the Burning Fool, or I'm trying to use the Mastodon more at Frojo at mass.linuxgamecast.com.
And you can find me creeping on Jordan's sleep stream at unaccounted for on ElonNet, or at unaccounted with the actual number 4 on mass.linuxgamecast.com, because I'm doing the same thing with Mastodon now that I do with Twitch. I just lurk. I follow a bunch of people and I just lurk. That's what I do.
Pedro likes to watch.
Hey, man.
He's a
Wrong
voyeur.
button. Credits. There we go.
Star Trek voyeur. I mean, I'm pretty fragrant. I'm fragrant right now. I need to take a shower, man. It's pretty bad, actually.
Man, that's some next level if you can smell yourself. Damn.
Oh yeah, it's been a minute. Got to thank our Arthurian and Omega Star advisors. Got our executive producers. They are Barbara M. Scott Bashir, Atomic Ass, Mike G, Mike T, Drummer, Kohaku, George Pebble, Tomaj, and Unoid.
Chicago kicks ass. Abstraction. Super Death Stone. Ha! Done. That was easy.
You did it.
Sea
I'm so proud
Monsters,
of you.
Renault, Rider X Machina, Trudgy, Veritanuda, Justin, Frostclaw, Nubbin, David, Darkwing, System T, and Denzing Joe.
Death Notes, Nova K, Basil, Chad, Romero, Marcin, Renee, Leonardo, Dak, Doom 2, Dodger, Xanthros Gaming, Road,
Kim,
Turnover,
Smashley,
Cheesy Bacon,
Chris,
Stein,
Steven Jill.
Fox Dog,
Look at all these cheerlings like Lord Maka, Brock, Giovanni, Joanna, Gronka Delanka, Paul,
Can we
Ertain,
get like a
Jolly,
percentage
Tomas,
completion
Craig.
score at the end of this? Like,
I mean,
G.
if we can 100% this, I think we get the
Steam
achievement.
achievement pops up.
Alex.
Yeah, Zen,
KR Ducky.
D-Spec,
Oh, man.
Yatko, Mark. Oh, hi,
Jack.
Mark. Oh, hi, fuckers.
All of our fine, upstanding animals. Carl Mike Earthier and Linux New Orleans, Noctilus, Johnny, Shub, Gamatron, and Unoid. We need LGC achievements now to pop up. Now I want to do that animation. Just randomly throughout the show.
we should talk to the we should talk to the achievement guy. We had him on the show. The Fediverse achievement.
Yeah, open source achievement person.
Now
Yeah.
we have an idea.
Yeah. Ha, ha, ha.
We can
There you
all go back to this moment and go, that's where it took that fucking turn. Got it.
That's where the things
And
went
that's
wrong.
how it turned into a crypto scam.
Dynafire, everyone. We'll see you next week.
Bye. All right, we made it.
All right. Enter after shows and exit light.
Off to Never Neverland.
Something had me listening to Metallica earlier this week.
Take Frank's hand.
Take Frank's hand.
Enter Sandman's a dangerous song to just show up while you're driving. It's like, I'm now role-playing as the truck.
We are the Prisk. I'm taking a look at some show titles, everybody. You can participate live and interact. There you go. linuxgamecast.showbot.tv. Random Rem. Do we get anything crazy? We're niche.
Damn you, Scatman.
Swiftcoin. X11 going to give it to you. Pedro likes to watch ST. All the things.
Star Trek voyeur. It's the Rick Berman show.
All right. I think we're going to attempt to play some Dead by Daylight.
It's a chunky download, that one. It's 30 gigs.
Oh. But you know what? The only time I notice when Steam games are like really huge is when Steam's being slow as butt.
When you're downloading from Mordor.
So that's just usually Steam, right? Like,
Normally I don't know. I mean, usually I get like between 50 or 60 megabytes a second. Usually. When I don't, it's like I look at them like, what is, I'm getting like 7.
On occasion, I will get the game that downloads at the full 115 megabytes per second. It's like, yes.
What do I get? I got 50 megabytes a second down. Yeah.
As long as I'm getting like 50, I don't bitch because I'm like, all right, that's far enough of the fucking future for my simple brain.
Yeah, like it's fine, but it's the first game in like semi-recent memory where it's like, oh, that didn't finish.
That's not immediately done, right?
Yeah.
Like, do I even have time to get up and get something to drink? No, probably not. No.
I end up waiting like 5 minutes. Like, oh, I probably could have done that, couldn't I? It's too late now. Dead by Daylight. I like the fact that it has no resolution control. You can just like scale it down.
Yeah, that's one thing I did before. This opened it and like choose my own adventure. I'm like, let's see if I can get that in the OBS window. Which, all right. 1, 2, bounce. Does it have a controller? We're going to find out, I guess. That's the answer to that, man.
Let's see. Dead by Daylight. Yes, it does.
All right. Does it work?
That's the danger question right there.
Push the button, Frank. Well, I guess here's the thing. A, does it work? Will it continue to work?
Hey, can we all just
Will
appreciate
the game in general continue to work? Yes.
our resident
So
Frank is on Hackaday. That makes me
Yeah.
reasonably entertained.
When the Steam box showed up on Hackaday and we started getting all the callbacks from the people just straight copying the article and reposting it to their own blogs. That's when I realized, like, oh, that's what that feels like. All right.
Is it still on Slashnet? Probably. Neighbors build their own lighting. God damn it. I want to live in these places. Hydrogen. Yeah, Telnet. Still on the road page of Slashnet. 32 what the fuck are people talking about?
What are they talking about?
Right?
Let's creep on them. This is the real Twitch content, right? Like, come on.
Why so much firmware so badly designed?
All right, yeah, people.
Fair question.
All right.
Yeah.
Wall of text. They're not even seen on the image, or they're not even pretending anymore. I don't know. Oh, some people see a picture of HDMI overlay. I only see a rabbit. Yeah, 6 foot. Okay. I'm the only one that's scared that a random device from 2014 still has Telnet.
Yeah. A little bit.
Oh, man.
Steve, it's the same mug. It's the Tesco aluminium cup.
That's my boy.
My theory with the Telnet. It's stuck on initiating EAC client.
Uh-oh.
What about you, Pedro? Did you get in?
Let me see if I can get in. I'm gonna click the play.
Let me restart. I'll tapped out. Maybe
Is loading.
Maybe.
Ooh.
Oh, it froze. Okay.
Yeah, spot the Linux user. Alt-tab, be like, that sounds dicey.
A little bit, yeah. Listen,
It's not a Bethesda
was
game. You can probably trust Alt-tab.
It's still a risky click. I fully acknowledge that it was on me. I ate shit.
Okay, let's see if it does the thing.
Canada Media Fund. Where in Canada?
Initialization completed.
Damn it!
Auto shave.
Yeah, and, like changed resolution size to something didn't calculating.
Crossplay. You can currently be matched with players from other networks. Okay. Link. No, I don't want to link the account.
Loading content.
All right. Hey, we did it. We're inside.
Let's bring that cacophony down to an acceptable level.
All right. Shit.
Yeah.
No, I just got in. Close. Go away.
Daily rituals, Ven.
No, listen. We got to keep you engaged.
Yeah,
Ben.
I'm the wrong market for that. Next. Custom game. Okay, hang on. Let's light up Discord. A few people that want to hop in. Let me see.
Okay, so okay, so we can just join your party through the menu. So I'm gonna join you.
Pasta Bleu? I haven't started one yet. Wait, no.
Like it doesn't matter. Like we
Oh,
can
okay.
just like
Yeah, you
we
guys
can just
can
like
invade.
yeah, just come into the lobby.
We're gonna click on that, and
Who am
we're
I gonna be?
Go into the after shows. I'm in the after shows now. Look at me.
Well, it's showing a loading screen. There we go.
Oh, it's Bill from Left 4 Dead. I'm gonna be Bill.
Bill!
Fail.
It's Bill. Good old Bill.
Okay.
It's like, hey, I know who you are. Listen, if you can survive getting fucking smashed by a tank, well, I guess he didn't survive. That's the problem. He died.
Well, it was 3 tanks. That's why he died.
I guess. Yeah, it took 3 of them. I guess. Dwight Schrute.
Unaccounted for, burning full, Foxy. So what do we got?
Someone needs to be the monster.
It's Ven.
Sure.
According to this, it's Ven. He's the killer.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I can see it down the side. All right.
So we got spots for like one more. I gotta check like game audio and stuff. I gotta set all that up. Let me take a look.
All right.
Oh, this is an Unreal Engine game.
Yeah.
There we go.
That is quite on the loud side.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is, boss.
And why do I have 2 audios?
There we go. I'll be Ellis.
I think one is like the in-game voice chat because this
Yeah.
seems like a game that would implement that.
It does have in-game voice chat. It's proximity
Yeah.
chat as well.
After Shay.
Yeah, there you are. You're
There's
little
Joe.
You're
Yeah,
Mr.
yeah.
Creepy. Oh, I gotta try to not screen watch on Ven, or he's gonna sharing his screen to us.
Yeah, I'm gonna close the.
Oh, right. Like I can not disable that by clicking a button. There you guys go. I know it's
And
all
I
Ven
just
over
see
there.
Ven.
yeah.
Let me see then.
All
Oh,
according to
okay.
Keikaku.
Don't look at the reflection though, okay?
Look at Linus.
What are you watching?
Just look at Linus's finger, okay? Stare right into it.
Let me take a look. And okay, I got 600 gigs. I want to record this.
All right.
All right.
All right, so how do I know what okay, so we're going to play Dead by Daylight. We're all on Linux. What distribution are you running, Joe? Good to know,
Windows 10?
Joe. Windows 10.
He's not in Discord, so we don't know.
Okay, so I can switch to Survivor. Does anybody want to play the Big Bad?
I'll play for the monster. Good luck.
I'm a monster, mother.
What do I
How
do
do we-
now?
What? Yeah. Or someone can switch to spectator.
All right, so then I can switch to killer. All right, now I'm the killer.
All right.
I'm
Cool.
a killer.
Dawn's killer.
So how do I...
I'm a murderer.
I am on the Susie Tumbleweed with the latest of our everything.
So 1, 2, 3. How do I... Can I click? What happens when I click ready, though? Does it not... Next? What?
We all have to press ready.
Oh, it's just waiting on me to press ready then?
You and Joe.
Oh, and me. I'm the slash across.
Oh, yeah. No shit. I can be the guy from Left 4 Dead. And,
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
Bill.
William
Joe,
Bill
click ready.
Overback. All right, we're ready.
Sure.
All right.
All right, guys,
Ready
can
up,
you hear me?
ready up, Joe.
Yeah, I can hear you. Click ready. Thank you.
Okay. I don't know how to play
Let's
this.
go.
I started on the fucking human tutorial, so
That's all I've done.
yeah.
Yeah, I've done
All
both
right.
the human and killer.
Yes.
Connecting to
Well,
other players. Come on, what?
La-di-da, Mister. I know how to play
What?
this game.
I got 60 hours in this game, so I'm pretty good at it.
Well, la-di-da, Mister. I know how to play this game.
Well, no, and for future reference, don't let Joe be the killer.
Or Joe can just be the killer.
Listen, man, Joe said he's got 60 hours. Joe didn't say he was good at it.
Joe as
Oh, yeah,
idle
true.
for 60 hours in this
I
game.
mean, let me be honest. I got 60 hours in games that I'm not good at. I just enjoy playing them.
Yeah.
Like tic-tac-toe.
Basically, every
Like-
roguelike ever. I'm not very good at it. Any of them.
It's like that's the reason I spent 60
Well,
hours in this game is because I suck at it. It's a 4-hour game.
All right, here we go. We're in.
Go.
I think we're going.
Okie dokie.
Okay, so is Ben the bad guy? Ben the killer?
No,
I'm always the bad guy.
Jordan is. Jordan's the bad guy.
Okay. So, okay, don't run.
Yeah, don't run.
What?
Oh,
Wait,
what?
what's going on?
What happened?
Loading.
What happened?
I think we're getting kicked out.
We won?
Yep.
Disconnected from
We won.
host.
Yeah.
Did I have
Oh, I
fun?
got disconnected from
No,
host.
I didn't have fun. Okay,
What?
so maybe it doesn't work. Let's try. Let's.
Well,
let's,
I'm
let's
able
try.
to join online games.
Okay.
Ben's still in a match, apparently.
Yeah, okay,
No, there he is.
It was just loading again.
We're gonna ready up again.
All right.
Yeah.
So is anybody running Windows?
No.
It said
No.
that crossplay was on.
Yeah. They're working on it.
We're just waiting on Pedro.
I'm here. Oh, they're ready up. Yes. There we go. I was looking at the online options to see if there was anything there.
Connecting to other
To other
players.
player. That must be burning full.
I have a theory,
Okay.
and I'm gonna throw Foxy under the bus here, but maybe there's some like lag compensation is trying to do that it can't do with Australia.
That's possible.
I don't know. I'm throwing that out there.
Well, calculating, it says it was calculating latency earlier, so maybe.
Yeah, I that was the only reason that was in my head is because it like
Yeah.
explicitly said something about it.
Well, I mean, it always does that.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
whenever you launch it.
it's reticulating splines, right? Like, yeah. Okay.
Okay, I'm in the game. I
Yes.
move.
I'm in the game. I have red in my signal bar.
Oh, that's bad. You can get killed.
Hi, Ben.
Hi.
Young and
There we go. I
Man,
didn't
just
even
got-
move.
It's gone again.
All right. I set
I'll
one
drop
trap.
out and see. I'll drop out and see.
Maybe, and you know, you want then? Do you want to try being the killer? Maybe it doesn't like me being the killer.
All right.
I don't know.
Well, this is how we test this.
Yeah. We're recording. We're recording for our bug report. All right.
So how do I
Switch
become
this.
the killer again?
So if you go to the bottom left hand side, there's like an eyeball, or like
Eyeball?
a
Uh-huh.
yeah. You click on that.
Switch to killer? Okay.
Yeah.
I kill. Stab, stab.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll stay there for a sec. Okay. Hi, Flight Sim.
All right.
Hello.
Just waiting on Joe and Pedro.
Oh, sorry. I was looking at my graphics setting.
I haven't touched anything. No
So
settings whatsoever.
there's like the Dragon Ball Z version of this game, Dragon Ball Breakers. I wanted to try that.
Yeah.
That seemed interesting.
But I've heard that's a bit dodgy, for lack of better words.
Okay. Dodgy's a pretty bad word, so not like in that it's a no word, in that it's just a bad word in general. I don't like it. I'm not a fan of that word, just as a word. It dodges. It gets the +1 dodge.
Dodgy's
bonus.
not a bad word when it's in front of Jammer.
Yeah. It gets its +1
sure.
dodge bonus to its armor class with the dodge feat.
Jimmy Dodger.
Okay.
Dodge me dodge.
All right. We're in the game.
Bill.
I'm in the treatment theater.
Different stage.
This is like hardcore the Left 4 Dead skin. Oh, we got Ellis.
Okay,
Oh,
so
no.
there's a bit of a party going on there.
Oh wow.
Oh,
It
nope.
put all three
Nope.
of us together.
Nope.
Nope.
And
Nope.
it's out.
No.
All right.
All right. We tried.
So what do we do?
Yeah,
One
we
test
tried.
without Michael?
Yeah.
I
alright.
guess.
Alright.
Sure.
Just for the sake of it.
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah,
I'm the
just for
one.
the sake of
If if it doesn't work with Fox either, then I can drop out, and you two can have a North American
Us 3, Pedro.
3. Sorry.
All right. So
Ben's here too.
We're down to just.
will it give us a butt?
I think so.
Yeah. Actually, it will put somebody else in our game.
Oh, so it just draws in random.
Yeah,
All right.
it'll draw in a random. It could be a console player or a PC player.
I hope they're on Windows 11 and suffering.
No, dude. I want Windows 8.1. I'll
Still
settle for
on
nothing less.
Windows XP Service Pack 2.
So how's it going to handle this equation? Like, it was like, oh no, I'm connected to a bunch of filthy Linux cheaters. Disconnect, except for you, bro. You're good.
Yeah, pretty,
The one
pretty
person
much.
left.
That's at the top of my list of
This person
things.
probably paid full price for the game. We didn't.
Ah, yes, we don't have the special "you get to play" DLC.
It's listen, I said it was a bad idea, but they didn't listen to me.
Waiting.
Yeah, they're finding the fourth player.
Loading.
I always think with like games like this, they should have like your computer must be this fast where to fucking play. Because somebody's like wailing on this at like 480p on a Core 2 Duo.
Okay.
Raccoon City.
Nope, that was quick.
That was
That was very quick.
yeah. It was like it was probably a Windows user. It's like, oh wait a minute, this guy ain't even.
All right, so I think we've exhausted our possible options.
We've done our testing.
I mean, if you want to try just you guys, I've left.
No, if it doesn't connect with you, it's fucking pointless.
Yeah.
There you go, internet. Now what do you say?
Yeah.
All right, Alt F4 to pay respects.
Yes, we have confirmed Schrodinger's cat is in fact dead.
Yep. And right click uninstall.
Let's see. I'm gonna try by myself. I'll see what happens if I try to play.
Well,
by
I was
myself.
able to connect after I saw. So what did you? So like maybe 5 p.m. I tried.
Yeah.
I didn't try joining any online games. I just did the tutorials.
Yeah,
and
I did the tutorial, but like it authenticated you, right? Like so.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
everything goes
that-
through, and I connected, and I played the game. I played around, and I'm like, all right.
And it might be in and out, right? Like, who knows?
Flight
Yeah,
Sim
it's
Race
switches.
Sim.
They
You might want
didn't
to
say
wait.
that it would work.
You might want to wait on getting the 7900 XTX. The drivers may not be there at release. You know, see what people say. The ones let someone else be the early adopter.
Also, like, let's be real. We don't know what the real performance actually looks like,
Yep.
and we don't know what the 77 and 7600 or 7800 look like. And I don't know, like the new 4080 is like a pretty marginal performance bump over the previous generation. So like,
Yeah.
what
Yeah,
like
this is the
what,
thing.
what,
and
what are you get
You
What are you
don't know
getting,
what type of like dumpster fire it's going to be the first month on Linux either.
Exactly.
The moral of the story is it's a shit time to buy a video card.
Yeah.
The
I
buy a Raspberry Pi thing like Jordan did. Just get something to fuck with.
Or like you know what the stuff like the 6800 XT, 6900 XT. Those are coming down. Like if you want to grab like a current gen card, you can do that and you'll be fine. You're not going to be missing out. Like, as someone who streams video games, like, yeah, sure, I maybe want to look into the AV1 and hardware and code, and that might be useful for me. But like,
And better VKD 3D performance because in Pascal it's bad.
it's very bad. But even then, if I got a 6900 XT, that would fix that problem, right? Like,
Yeah.
So like, what am I really getting is the question, and we don't know.
Yeah, so I tried playing by myself. I got kicked out as soon as I joined the game.
Okay, so on again, off again. They're working on it. TM.
Yeah.
Wait for the official announcement.
No. Oh no. What do you guys want to play some Jackbox or something?
Yeah, sure.
Jackbox is
sure.
fun. Yes.
You wanna take a crack at one of the new games again?
Not really.
We've tried them all. No?
Okay. Something. I think more like yeah. Let's do 4. That's got bracketeering, fibbage, and civic doodle at it. That's not close us out for this evening. EA says
Fibbage is
what
nice. According to some people, mostly Counter-Strike Go players, the input latency on Linux is higher than on Windows.
Huh? Listen, man, there's a reason I got my 240 FPS monitor, bruh.
So Pedro,
I don't know how true that is, but that seems to be the argument that I see
my
thrown
keyboard
around.
and mouse are behind my monitor, Pedro. I know things.
My nose is right up on my monitor.
I don't know.
I'm not even
Pedro,
joking. People play like that.
So like I don't know. Pedro is like the highest level Counter-Strike player here. Is it noticeably worse on Linux?
It was for a time, but then when Valve finally got off their ass and decided to fix the native version of CS:GO, I went from being like middle of the chart to being on top.
Oh, didn't
There are tools to measure this.
Left 4 Dead just got a patch, didn't it? They're on D3D or VK-D3D now, or DXVK.
The XVK native, yeah.
Doing like the portal thing, yeah. Does it work?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Because last time I tried Left 4 Dead, it didn't.
So how do we do the WinCap terminal Jackbox party pack? Faux.
Oh,
Faux show.
fee fi fo fum.
Oh, show.
Now I gotta do the choose my own adventure.
Yeah, the window dance. Resolution dance.
You know what? Let's not do it that way. Let's do it the right way. God damn. I messed up from playing the other game. Square. There we go. Just do it like that. That gets everybody in place.
Guys, have you ever drank this Coke, Big Red?
This Coke? Which Coke? Your Coke? I wouldn't drink your Coke, man. What Coke do you
No,
have?
this Coke,
No,
Big
no.
Red.
Big Red. No, that sounds. Does it
Big
cinnamon?
Red,
It better
no.
be fucking cinnamon
I've had
flavored.
that. I've had that in Big Blue. I think they're both they're mostly in Texas, right?
Yeah, mostly in Texas.
That's why. Yeah. Very high.
When I find it, since I'm here in Georgia, when I find it, oh my gosh, I buy everything they got at the gas station.
What
And
flavor
it's
is it?
funny.
It's owned by Dr. Pepper Snap.
What
It's really
flavor?
good. You should try it.
I don't know about Big
What?
Red.
It is a
flavor?
red cream,
We're not
red
here, man.
cream soda.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I'm out.
What flavor?
It has like a mild cotton candy flavor to it.
Yeah,
Like-
it's a red cream
So
Yeah.
okay, so it's Iron Brew. All right, got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
what-
red
what-
candy flavor. Yeah, that's Iron Brew.
Yeah.
Red candy flavor.
What about
If you like
about
cotton
Big
candy,
Blue?
you'll love Big Red.
There's lolly water.
Is there Big Yellow? Is there Big Green? Does it taste
There
like
is-
Piccolo?
It's a Big Blue.
Big
There's a Big Blue, I
Green,
believe.
get your
I think there's
ass
also
in here.
There is a big pineapple, I believe.
Oh!
There used to be long, long ago. It's not been made.
All right, let me get a
man,
drink,
look what
and
came
we're
in.
gonna. What? Oh shit! Yeah.
I got
Oh,
it.
nice. Cool.
I used your link, so hopefully you get bonus
Woohoo.
points for it.
I'm gonna be rolling the pennies, man.
Yay.
Thanks, man. That's a serviceable capture card. Pedro's got the more expensive version, but I mean,
Yeah, I got the first version that they released.
it's the same thing, but has blinks and shit.
Yes, and it's
Oh,
shiny.
You got the big red button. The big red button.
Big Red.
Big red, and
There
it
you go.
has little holes that the RGBs shine through when you plug it in.
Oh.
Heaven let your RGB shine through.
But what kind of HP sauce do you put on it though?
What's the worst thing
Barbecue
you've spilled
flavor.
on it? Okay, so when was the last time somebody spilled enough on your keyboard, be it liquid or HP sauce, to like immediately to unplug it? Like, oh no, this thing needs.
Oh
was
man,
on
I'd be.
a laptop, and it was like 10 years
many,
ago.
many
Oh,
years
I'd be
ago,
fucked.
many
Like
years
the
ago.
unplugging the plug for this is like pretty inaccessible. It's tucked behind some shit. So
Yes.
like,
So, yeah, mine is too. It's like way back down in there somewhere. No,
yeah,
that's the pit.
it's plugged. It's
No.
plugged into a hub. That hub is buried under shit, man. Like, yeah, no.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Now, my hand does not go down that pit. No.
All right. Yeah,
Are
we'll
there
grab a
snakes?
drink, and we're going to jump into some Jackbox. If you're unfamiliar, I'm going to go ahead and give you your pre-flight instructions. You need to head over to Jackbox TB, yes. TB, the new top-level
Tempest.
domain, yes.
Tuberculosis.
Tuberculosis. Not tuberculosis. Jackbox.tv. And sync it with your Twitch account. So you got about now until I come back.
How do you sync it? Do you just give your Twitch username?
I think
Yeah,
so.
Yeah.
you authenticate
Okay.
with
Yeah,
Twitch. You gotta be
yeah,
logged in.
you do this
Yeah,
with a
that's,
security number, and you upload your driver's license. And,
You,
yeah.
you punch in your credit card
Auto
number
drive.
and you like send him a vial of your blood.
Saved password is incorrect. Fucking
And
brilliant.
then you give him like a swab of the inside of your cheek and like a stool sample.
Ah, there we go. Finally found a picture of it plugged in. Also with the old A Poogie duet.
A poogie.
Come back. Looks like you're
Ah,
trying to
it's
log in
too
from a new
powerful.
device or location. Fuck you, Twitch.
Enemigo.
There.
Does indeed make with the blinkies.
Yep. Very RGB.
Oh, you're still using the duet?
It's so RGB, I would cover all that with tape.
So far away.
So far, far away. Actually, I'm not turning that volume up because you might just be doing something.
Actually, that's the duet on top of the M box too.
So what is it? I'm very unfamiliar with this tech. Like, what does this do, Pedro? Is this for like recording HDMI?
It's an
input?
interface, yeah.
Yeah.
Plug a microphone into it.
The
Okay.
duet
Let's
is
do
an audio interface. It can do. It has a very nice headphone amp,
Okay.
and yeah, it also it takes
Nice. Like I assume it's
two
better quality
left
than
and
just
right
plug-
inputs, and
Okay.
also gives you like
A breakout cable.
quarter-inch outputs as well from the breakout cable.
Gives you an XLR too, yeah?
Yeah, it has two XLRs.
So just easier or better than
Oh.
using like your like your PC's native like plugs, right? Like or like
They're
inputs.
well, the sound quality is a lot better, and if you have a microphone like this Rode Procaster that requires a big preamp for people to be able to hear you, then yeah, dedicated interface will always be better.
I just have a USB AT2020.
It's perfectly serviceable.
Used one of
Yeah,
those for a long
all
time
my
for the
mixing-
show too. Thank you, Chris B.
Yeah, all my mixing is done through Pipewire.
It was the T Brown.
T. Brown?
Oh yeah, the Jordan sent me the T Brown. Yeah. Chris B got me
Yeah.
the XLR version of the AT2020. Yes.
I don't know. I've been keeping an eye out for something reasonably priced to replace this. I have no need for it, but like it's good to keep an eye out for an upgrade. I've been rocking this one for Jesus fucking Christ a while.
Yeah, it's been a minute, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's like at least 5 years.
I think I got this the first time I was on the show. That's when I got this one. And when was that? I can't remember.
I've upgraded since I came to the show.
It's great because we can't hear him either.
Yeah, no. Rohit, I will ask that you do the thing where you're not breathing into the thing. Yeah.
Scoot shit away.
Yeah.
Well, this is
Yeah,
listen.
yeah,
I knew
switch it
Rohit
away.
had joined the chat. What I hear, I'm like, Rohit's here.
I wonder if I have some. Like, I must have asthma or something. I
No,
must have-
not at all. I mean, this is like
No,
this
no,
is why
no,
this
it's
is
not
like a
that.
known thing. Like, yeah, turn.
It's a product of having the microphone right under your nose. It's
Yeah.
you gotta scooch
Yeah,
it
we
away.
had
If you
that
can
recently.
scooch it to the side, scooch it up, so it's like in line with your nostril.
Or you know what?
Did that
I wonder.
recently at the
I wonder
theater.
if people with tracheotomies suffer from that problem because like their breathing hole is lower.
I don't know.
Don't know. Yeah.
All right. Let me make sure that everyone can get in. Who needs to get in? Let's go to our super secret
Yeah, I gotta open up
group
fucking Google
chat.
chat.
There
Yeah.
you guys go. And we'll get over to after
Sit back
games.
and
An eyeball.
relax.
Oh man. Oh.
All right, here it comes. Get ready to copy and paste from Twitch chat. And 3, 2, 1, or Discord.
Come lie with us.
Who is the best liar?
Not me.
Rohit.
Rohit is the best liar.
Oh,
Yeah.
Isn't a lyre like a musical instrument?
It is, yeah. The
Lyre,
li-
or-
L
It's a
lyre.
Y-R-E, yeah.
It's like it's a stringed instrument.
Okay, who else is jumping in? That'll be good.
Greek instrument,
Please,
I
so
believe.
Michael will quit begging people to show up.
I can't find
don't,
the
we
damn
got
link.
Oh
don't
yeah,
hear
it's
him beg.
it's
Not
the
a link.
harp. It's like the little
It's not
it's
a-
the little harp.
Joe, what is the
little harp.
problem?
I can't find the damn link. I see your password to join it.
Jackbox.tv.
Yeah, that whole
Jackbox.tv.
Twitch thing.
and log in with Twitch.
All the information is
Thank you for the resub, Dubsby _ Goo
Dubsy
Thanks,
underscore
Dubsy.
GG.
Goo.
Thanks, Dubsy.
Dubsy GG.
Dubsy.
I wonder if they're dubbed, like when they speak, just if like a different voice comes out of
You see the
their
mouth
like-
wiggle and the voice sounds completely different.
Yeah, it's like yeah.
Dubsy the Bobcat.
That would be a great ass party trick if you could do that. If you could like talk and like have your mouth
All right,
move
sorry about
differently.
Go. All right,
There
there's
you
one
go.
spot, so I'm going to hit unhide if anybody wants to take that or participate in the audience. You don't need the game. You can play. Doesn't cost anything.
Yeah, we got.
And it's
There we
katana.
go.
There's a
the
katana.
Hey.
All right, everybody's in.
Let's rock.
stranger fibs.
Welcome to Fibbage. I'm Cookie Masterson, and I could definitely defeat a Timberwolf in
And remember, if you're in
combat,
Discord, watch
like
my
if I
video because you'll
really
get the
had
return
to.
video much quicker than the stream
8
video.
players.
That's what I'm
Okay,
doing,
everybody
yeah.
look to your left. Now look to your right.
Until it goes all
One of you
pixely, then I use
will
the string.
never be a lawyer. I forgot what my point was. Oh, and if anybody else wants to join, they
Just
can
one?
get in the audience at any time. Audience members
it's
try
me.
to spot the truth and choose their
wish
own
we had a
lives
lawyer.
to
Come on,
lead
there's like
others.
9 of us, dude.
Let's hit
There's
it.
like Twitch streamers that have gone through their entire career and never had that many people.
This is round 1. You'll pick up 500 points for everybody you fool, and you'll net 1,000 for finding the truth.
Eric Katana,
Category.
Uh-oh, Johnny Depp.
Johnny D,
Yeah, so,
Timely.
misspellings.
okay, misspellings.
Here's the first question. In 2017, the Dallas Morning News apologized for a spelling error they made 40 years earlier. In 1977, the paper misspelled blank.
Star Wars.
Now write a lie on your device that the other players might think is true. If you're stuck, for half the points, you can hit the Lie For Me button and get a suggestion. Do it already.
Oh man,
I didn't fucking know. I was hoping I'd get the right thing, and it said, "Now you can't tell the truth." Dang it.
Yeah, no, I picked the stupidest thing I could think
Lie
of.
For Me button if you can't
And I was hoping that was like, I hope that's the real one, because I don't know.
And these are your choices. Pick the one that looks true on your device.
Welvis is dead, baby.
Well, that's. I don't fucking
It's
know.
always Welvis, man.
I'll take a wild guess.
It's Welvin time.
I love this part.
I mean,
That one's actually spelled wrong.
yeah. Release. Oh, Joe.
Hey, well done, Joe.
Mayonnaise.
Oh, I got it.
There you go.
He saves children.
Dang it! I was hoping to get more people.
Pumpernickel. Ah,
That's
damn it.
not it.
Oh,
dang it.
It's the audience's lie.
Okay. God damn it.
What?
okay.
Like they say, may the fjord be which you'll.
At least that was partially right. Star Wars.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, I threw
I
Star
got nothing for Wilvis. Come on.
Nothing. Robbed.
Dallas.
The Russians
Really?
are coming!
Dallas.
The Russians are.
Topical.
The Texans newspaper about to spell elf.
The Russian equivalent of silent as the grave translates to mute as blank.
Ukraine.
Okay, enter your lies.
No.
No, I don't know.
This is a thing that like I
don't
remember
know.
hearing.
I just did that.
But
Write something quick or use the Lie For Me button.
Give me a minute. Don't pressure me. Jesus Christ.
This is nice.
pressure.
Okay, take a look and find the truth.
I mean, there's one I need to believe. And that one is a caviar potato.
I don't know.
Potato.
Oh shit! I actually do know. God damn it! I picked the wrong one.
Oh
All
no.
right, let's see what you guys
God
picked.
damn it!
Caviar potato.
Whatever.
Yes. Oh, fuck off.
Thanks, Foxy, again.
I think it's actually snow. All right. Someone.
Damn it.
Corpse.
Steal this corpse.
Potato.
I panic picked it.
It's potato.
Snow.
Yeah, The answer is snow. Yes.
Oh,
No,
shit.
no,
No,
it's
it's
No,
not.
it is not.
Oh,
A fish.
No, in Russia? The
God damn
good
it.
word.
Oh, well done, Katana.
Why fish are so awkward
Katana.
on first dates.
Oh, no one picked dead.
Well, yeah, no, I guess
All right.
fish don't make noise.
I got some points. I'll take it. Mute is
I
a
got something.
trampoline.
Select
Hey, what do we got?
category.
We'll go this one.
Bam.
There's like some
Good
thermonuclear
band.
warheads being shown on that screen.
Romanian
I don't like.
dictator Nicolae Ceausescu was once so afraid of intellectualism that he banned blank. Type in your lies now.
Probably not glasses, because that was Cambodia, right?
Yeah, that was Cambodia. That was Pol Pot.
Damn it.
Yeah, Pol Pot, yeah.
Fuck. I hit enter literally as you said that.
Ah.
I'm like, fuck. Damn it.
Hurry,
Shit has-
use the lie for me button if you're stuck.
I'm like, oh man, it's too late. I already committed.
Okay, seek the truth.
Someone give me a pity
All
fuck,
right.
please.
Some good things here.
Oh, wait, no.
Yeah.
Shit, that's spelt wrong. Fuck. Whatever. And that's Foxy's too.
What is? No, I did not. No, that's not mine. I know how to spell that
Okay, what did
properly.
everyone pick?
Yeah, but you could be drunk with some skunk.
Calculators.
I'm not drunk. I haven't had a drop today. So
Winning.
fuck off.
Hey, well, sound some points.
Thank you, Katana.
Kaka, leaders. Oh no! Come on.
And
That was
it
my lie.
Also,
Yeah, I was gonna put that
also,
myself.
it's
Overlap.
I was gonna write that myself, but.
Ah.
Oh,
Oh.
Yes.
not chess. Okay.
Ooh.
Scribbles.
Scrabble.
Fuck you all.
Wow.
Oh, I'm gonna play it.
Damn.
upset
But
this
Good job,
the
man.
dictionary doesn't
Romania.
allow Ceausescu.
Hey, I got a little points in that one.
Dang.
Not the second now.
Alright.
Get ready for round 2, where all the points are doubled.
Oh, god damn it.
All right, choose that.
Alright, let me minutes.
All right.
Oh god.
Let's see what we
Oh
got.
god.
Living in Germany is a quaint little town contained entirely inside
Yeah?
blank.
Germany?
All right, type in your lies.
Nordlingen.
Okay,
Never been.
my options were
Hanover, Berlin, Hamlin, and
Quick, or just hit the lie for me button.
some other place.
Nuremberg is in there, right?
Okay, here are your choices.
Sportswall.
Walmart. Fuck it. I don't know.
No one
I
knows.
don't know.
Hey, man, there's a lot of I want to believe in this.
And what did
Right.
people pick?
But
Spotsworld?
Obvious one.
Spotsworld.
okay.
No.
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 God damn it, Mr. Alert.
That's in Jordan. That one's in Jordan.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Ah, god damn it. I wanted
Please.
to believe.
No, it's literally
I didn't
Megaton.
realize
Oh, not
it was
quite.
inside a meteor crater until the 1960s.
Yeah, Megaton was, you know, a
It
bomb.
looked like a meteor, but it looked like a crater.
Well, technically, I'm living inside an extinct volcano. So
Fuck.
there's that.
Hey.
No, I'm
That's
back down
come down a
again.
bit.
All right.
Give me
Right.
a category.
Fuck it.
Hoping.
Oh,
Now listen up. At the San Francisco restaurant Quince, one can order the dish named A Dog in Search of Gold, which is white truffle croquettes served on blank. Write your lies now.
What's a croquette?
Oh, it's like a bread, right? Or is it like a stuffed bread? Not. I thought.
It's a San Francisco restaurant, so literally anything goes.
Yeah.
Rich
Yeah,
idiots will spend
very
their
much
money
so.
on anything.
yeah.
All right, pick the truth.
All right, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got?
Oh,
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Okay, let's take a look.
A bowl.
Oh, bowl.
Oh, okay. Oh. Melly.
Damn it.
Gentlemen.
Ah, goddamn you, Alan.
Well, I guess I get the audience.
Whoa!
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Believe it or not,
God damn it.
What?
Oh, no, hey, Pat.
Fuck me.
Okay, yeah, rich idiots. Okay, you know.
Yeah, rich idiot.
What generation have I been?
San Francisco. Yeah.
It's an
damn it.
iPad Mini.
I'm just going back down and
Wait,
down.
do you get to keep the
Your
iPad?
turn.
okay, pick a
Expensive Cheeto? Oh, come on.
category. Okay, focus up.
Oh, don't tease me, son.
February 7th, 2017, a flamin' hot
Oh,
Cheeto
man.
sold for $99,900 on eBay because it looked like blank.
Oh my
Your
god.
Really?
I remember that, but I don't remember what it looked like.
No, I can't either.
I can
Oh.
only think of the taco
Hurry,
shell.
use
I-
the
I
like
didn't-
button if you're
I
stuck.
didn't even see the entire list of options. I just saw. I stopped
Okay,
at
look for the
expensive
truth and
Cheeto.
pick it.
Rob.
I want to believe. I want to
Yeah,
believe.
no. Dick's out for our boy Harambe.
Cheeto fingers for Harambe.
Listen, guys. I'm still really messed up about Harambe.
God damn it.
Get out for the audience, man.
Oh, that's so. Ooh, Ben's eating this round. Nom, nom, nom.
When in doubt, Jesus or Elvis will just type shit.
And Foxy.
That was interesting.
Oh fuck. The Mona Lisa. All right.
Thank you, thank you.
All right.
Tit for tat.
Harambe.
Come on. Yes.
Oh
Yes.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh, the gorilla.
Fuck this game.
Mean gorilla.
Yeah, that
Dick's out
was.
for Harambe.
You know what? I want to fucking believe. Fucking won once. All right.
Okay. Fair
And you
enough.
win the game, Vince, with that last round.
Oh no.
The final fibbage.
right.
Oh, no.
For triple the
Oh, hi,
points.
Canuck.
Good luck.
Man, Harambe really messed me up.
As
Holy
part of
shit.
a 2017 marketing stunt for Pop-Tarts, Kellogg's opened an unusual restaurant in New York with bizarre menu items, including blank, Pop-Tarts, blank. Type in your lies now.
What?
Sure, let's go with that.
All right, if I'm just throwing shit at
Yes.
I'm just doing what I can.
I see.
Cheesy post for Harambe.
Hit the live for me, Bucket. You can't think of something.
So what is the superior Cheeto? The little scrunchy ones or the big poofy ones?
Okay, find
I like the little scrunchy ones.
I like the hot,
the crunchy
hot-
one.
I don't know what a
like-
Cheeto is. So.
I like the poofy ones.
Poofy ones?
Fuck.
Some of these
Donut-
sound like
hot
pretty
donuts, I love
decent.
that.
Like, I don't know. Some of these like sound like a Guy Fieri invention.
Oh, that one.
Okay.
All right, let's see what everybody picked.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Nope.
Mr. Alert. Good job, Alan.
Alan.
Aw.
Yeah, good
Oh,
joke.
Foxy.
I mean, that probably exists.
Thank you, Jordan.
All right.
I hate you. All right.
No,
Thank
come
you, Foxy.
on. God damn it. I would actually like that. But sure.
Thank you, Alan.
Is that the truth?
Love the tuna.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Cream burger. Wait, I didn't recall putting that. The fuck is this?
Chili pop fry.
Oh, fuck yes.
Oh,
What?
Oh my gosh.
Good news.
All right.
Some
No
of
one
the
believed
people
my lie,
who
huh?
Survived.
All right.
All right. Second last
No,
place.
my last place.
Nope.
I'm slipping.
Hold on,
Third
then.
place. I'll take it.
Yay, that's an easy variable. Out of X amount of times we played Jackbox, I won one.
Have I told you I
Hey, I
got 50
got
hours
this lost.
in this game
Oh.
also?
So what?
Have I told you I got 50 hours in this game also?
Oh man, doesn't show.
No. Oh, god damn.
No,
that was
no,
almost
no. I mean,
gullible.
this actually falls back to what I said initially. There's plenty of games I got a lot of time in. I'm just not good at it.
Yeah.
But I mean, Joe, would you call this skill based? I wouldn't.
Oh, this is a high degree of luck.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's
Or
trivia
knowledge.
and, being clever enough to fool someone with the
Blind luck.
lies.
Yeah.
Verisimilitude, right? Like you want the
Yeah.
appearance of reality, not actual reality. And you
All
know,
right.
sometimes truth is stranger than fiction, and sometimes you can just make shit up. People will believe it.
Yeah.
Let's see. We got time. We'll do a civic duel, then we got to run. So
Yeah.
All right.
let's get this loaded up. Get your tablets ready if you have them.
I got a
Let's bury
touchscreen
them to
laptop
there, so nah.
that I'm totally not using for it because that would be
Yeah, I guess I went like extra steps to get the stylus from the vendor. I bought that Samsung tablet. I've never used it.
yeah. I don't think my drawing will improve by any significant means. Especially in
No,
the
fuck
30
it, the
seconds you
bamboo
have
can
to
stay
like
where it is.
actually draw the thing.
Okay, enter room the code. Wait, I'm dyslexic. I forget. I'm looking to my left. Hey man, shit's real. There we go, and there we go.
Ugh.
There we go. All right. So I finished my art before I spread the love to everybody. Here it comes.
Okay.
I don't know how perceptible that is, but we'll go with that.
Oh man, somebody's like doing the little zigzag tread thing. attempting to and failing pretty hard.
Yeah. It's been literally like 20 years
This is
since
the
I've tried
new-
to do that.
The new mascot for Python.
Yeah. Oh shit. listen. It's consummate bees. Consummate. got a beefy muscle arm too. I don't fucking know, man. Leave me alone.
Okay, I vaguely remember how to play this, so let's find out again. I'm AMD. If you're wondering.
I'm this guy again.
I think Pedro's the disease
I'm
snake.
CSNG.
No, I'm
I
this
am-
guy again. Jordan is the disease
yeah,
snake.
disease snake.
Cool
Yeah.
Z.
I
Yeah,
think
the cool-
Rohit's
the
Mr.
cool set.
Alert. Mr. Alert's probably Katana. Michael is Poop.
Yes, I am cool.
No, I'm poop.
Hello. Welcome to Doodle Valley, awarded the title of Coolest Town
Run.
Ever by Sarcastic Awards Magazine. Thank you guys so much. Thank you all for volunteering or feeling socially obligated to participate in our town beautification initiative. Remember, non-volunteers can still make a difference by joining the audience. The mayor wants to turn all the plain old everyday walls in the town into inspiring works of community art. Isn't that right, Mr. Mayor?
That's right,
geez.
Kelsey.
That's not my name, sir.
And I know just where to start. Right here.
Baby Grumpies. Aw.
Lady
Near
Grumbles.
the-
See, this piece has already been
It's
started.
ditto.
The local preschool was going to be
Yeah.
here, but this is as far as they got before they declared it an exercise in futility. They're very advanced.
More like an exercise in fertility.
I'm not paying for that.
We believe in a little thing called democracy.
Alright, Snake
around
and
here.
Dead
I'll
Eye.
let
come
two of
on.
you make additions to the drawing, and your fellow volunteers will vote on who made it better.
Okay, who's gonna draw Ditto?
Oh, and I'm keeping you on a short timer to make sure
Jordan.
you don't overthink it.
Okay, everybody.
Yeah.
Ready, set, what? Oh, go!
You can remember what Ditto looks like.
While our artists work, the rest of you can express your feelings about each drawing with the buttons on your device.
One of them is poop.
Hey, somebody did a thing. You're right.
Running out.
Yay, someone did it. Yay.
Oh, somebody did a better thing, though. I don't know.
What the hell? Wait,
I never thought I'd see
Blood.
undecided voters.
That was a trail of
You
blood.
all are gonna have to decide which one of these is better.
Come on, vote, why don't you?
Damn it. You gotta be careful. These are the ones you might end up having to work with.
Yep.
Rack up those votes. And of course, the audience's voice must be
Alright.
heard.
Oh.
The
That was a
results
trail
are
of blood.
Not so fast, my
How could I not?
Each match, I'm gonna single out one emoticon.
I
for a
fucking called my
special
strategy
award.
ahead of time,
Drawing
so-
the most of the emoticons.
You either respond to it or you
This
don't.
time, the bonus goes to the most disgusting drawing. Hey!
Hey, I'll take it. Pity fuck.
wonderful. Now you two get to add something. Let's keep the civic pride rolling.
Shit.
Go.
Oh, crap. Oh, there we go.
God. What?
Okay.
These are my little stringy arms.
Time
I
to
tried.
vote.
I don't know. Both of these kind of suck.
Vote me if you like plants. You like the environment, guys? Come on.
Fuck fish.
Be Jason Momoa. Fuck fish.
Yay!
It's not a rumor.
Oh, come on, who voted?
The bonus goes to the
Audience.
drawing with the most
Thank you, audience.
laughing fellas.
Oh, God.
Get fucked.
Yeah. Mine's still moving forward, so fuck
Get
you.
your weirdness and your organic flashlight out
Now,
of
how
here.
about you two give it a shot?
No,
Go.
Shit, is it my turn? Oh, phew. All right.
no, yours.
Wow, all these shit emojis for no drawing yet. Amazing.
Yeah, I'm just pounding on
Listen.
the eggplant.
There's inspiration.
Everyone gets shit.
Okay, that's poo. That's literally poo there.
I'm in a shitty mood, so you get shit.
Uh-oh.
Voting time.
That's not a lot of time.
Not really.
No.
Fuck.
Wow. Yeah. Should have gone with the Ditto, man. I'm just saying. Kind of limited in your options here.
Let's count those votes.
Oh, shit. I didn't vote in time.
Plus the audience.
Shit. No one liked the shit.
No,
No one like this shit.
We're all violent.
Viking axe.
He killed the last drawing with the
Next on
axe.
deck.
Get it?
Go.
And we got Joe and then
Try to evenly spread out my poops. One,
Hey,
two,
son,
3, 4, 5, 6,
radiant,
7, 8, 9,
life-giving.
10.
I like it, I
1, 2,
like
3,
it.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, so gross.
What?
what?
This is events drawing until right now.
Hey, man.
Let's see how that shook out. And the audience?
Yes. Team Red.
Balloon.
Oh,
Hey, where did you get
Nobody
that
move.
cool
I
kite?
think our painting is complete. But
It's my war kite.
Use your device to suggest one.
Oh, okay.
Now vote for your favorite.
Meh.
In the audience,
hey, I got two. Nice.
Hey.
the hard work.
Kite fighters, the
Let's
kite
sit back
thing.
and admire our
Oh,
work.
man.
My-
Kite Rider.
Ugh.
Holy! I mean,
Ta-da.
whoa.
That's alright.
No, Kite Rider would be awesome, man. We could use it would be like Knight Rider, except we'd have the yacht blimp that it pulled into.
Oh,
Every episode.
where should we
Not
send
the
our gorilla renovators
bloody
next?
blimp.
How about
Night Industries gets a yacht blimp.
Yeah. Kite Industries, you mean?
I think we're really gonna change some lives with this one.
Oh, fuck.
Go!
Oh,
Speaking
really?
of kites,
All the poops.
Oh, the
Poop, poop,
eggplants.
poop, 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 poop.
Do we go with a stick figure or do we go three-dimensional? It looks like maybe...
that looks like Windows.
Yeah, there it is. There
Oh
it is.
no, Microsoft Windows. Well, it's certainly not pandering. That's certainly for true. No, no.
Vote away.
Vote me if you
Okay.
like complicated art that asks the important questions. Stop provoking.
You know, I gotta get my tablet out when we're gonna play this again, so I can have my pen ready.
No, that's called being a dirty cheater.
Yeah.
Nah.
And we've got some mail.
I highly
from
encourage
the
cheating.
audience.
Aw.
Oh, well.
Up next.
Alright. Okay, we've got Katana and Van next. Da-da-da.
Uh-oh, I'm up next.
I don't know. Fuck.
And weather. Weather is important in our
That
lives.
was important. One guy's got a big nose coming out of his bum. No, there we go.
Vote away.
Whee!
I put all my energy into working with the Windows logo that I was up for. I wasn't expecting that turn of events.
Yeah, the Windows logo got my vote.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Moment of truth. Toss those audience votes in.
Aw, what? Come on.
Good.
What the hell is that?
There's a man falling from the sky with a.
It looks like
pipe.
Yeah.
It looks like some of Iris, man.
All right. Fuck. All right. Here we go.
What? Oh God, I'm next. Whoa. Oh, I can't do with this crap.
Beach bubble or a penguin or a... No?
Oh, we got a.
Wizard? He's holding it. Okay.
Oh, okay, it's
It's a massively ripped
sumo.
something.
Oh.
And the umbrella is nice, though.
It's sumo with a umbrella.
Time.
I already know what's going on, man.
But this one was hard. This one's hard. This is hard.
Okay, count them up. Audience.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, my
Solid split. Oh,
All right. I'll take it. Come on, muscly penguin man.
Oh God, no.
I'll take it.
Next on deck. Go.
Come on, stop lagging. There we go.
Oh boy.
More suns.
Is the angry
Tatooine,
is that the
bitch.
angry sun from Mario? Is that the angry sun from Mario 3?
Or the screaming sun from Rick and Morty?
I still love that fucking
It's voting
Lion
time.
King mashup.
Let's count those votes. Add in the audience.
damn it. I am not doing terribly well tonight.
The winner is you.
I
Good.
think it's time for a title.
Oh no.
Okay.
No.
Find the title
Just
that
no.
speaks to you and vote.
Fuck it. No time.
Okay, Mario 64 needs to win.
Oh, I was reading them, and then I think give me enough time.
Okay, so I got the open source engine implementation.
Let's
All right.
see exactly what you're responsible for.
Good.
It's the same thing,
There's only
baby.
one word for this.
Exact same thing.
Look at Mario
Don't
at
sue
home.
it. Don't sue us, Nintendo, please.
Right?
We have implemented Mario in a way that will ensure Nintendo does not sue us.
Skirt trademark laws. Nintendo's like, get that out of here.
It's like, no, that is not Mario. It's totally Mario. What are you talking about? Look at Mario's gun.
You're all so talented.
It's Mario's penguin friend. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Ooh.
Ugh.
Everybody brace yourselves, because you're all drawing at once this time.
I want to fill the town hall with portraits of our fine citizens. And just flip through the old doodle phone book. Viola, this is who you get to draw.
Are you sure that wasn't the town's pet registry?
Hey, don't act all superior to me, because I have been around the block a few times. Sometimes I go this way around the block.
Well,
Sometimes
I
go
suppose pets
this
are
way
people
around the
too.
block, and
Why don't you
sometimes I
start by
cut
drawing a head
through
on this cute
the
little animal
Johnson's
body?
yard, 'cause it's a
Whatever
lot
head you want
quicker.
is fine with me.
Sure, hot dog. Why not? Fuck it.
So many good choices here. Let's vote on whose is best.
Is that a plunger? Just a plunger.
Wasn't he a villain in like Silent Hill? Plunger?
It's a bottle opener.
Try doing a space helmet.
Hi! I'm not trained for this.
Now, Miriam, as mayor, I get to break all ties. How about I pick this one?
Hey, I'll take it. Damn it.
Great! Let's slap some legs on this thing.
Now you gotta think of this through the proper lenses. Like, this is the thing that's chasing you, trying to kill you.
Yeah. What do you think I'm doing?
Okay, vote.
Oh my gosh, this is...
I don't know.
I need a couple beers when we play this. That should have warned me about this game.
What did the audience think?
It looks like we got a velocipaster.
Chicken legs wins.
I'm gonna pick this one.
What have we created?
Now, how about we put a tail on there?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I know.
And
The legs don't show up on some of them.
Aw.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Look like a scorpion tail.
There's two scorpion tails.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
toss those audience votes in.
Yay, rainbow poop.
Finally, finish the drawing by adding anything you want. Just don't go over budget.
Damn it, is it an eraser? No.
There's an undo button.
Neat, I guess.
Let's
Sure.
vote together. Oh, it's just like the last day of camp.
I like how it just sabotages a couple of these by not showing up.
Yep.
No.
Wait, where are my chicken legs? Was the chicken legs not added?
What about chicken legs?
And
Where are my chicken wings?
Where are my chicken legs? You gotta eat something.
Never seen a
That
man
gets
eat
making
so
me
many
hungry. Well,
chicken
it's
wings.
This one.
Dang it.
Anime.
God damn you, Mayor.
time to take it
The mayor
all
likes
in.
anime, confirmed.
Chaos Velociturkey Pooper.
Good old Catfish
What a talented
Stevens.
group of young people you are. You know, I should introduce you to all my single great-grandchildren.
You all have
Previously
taught me that just like
on,
politics, art is about
what is it,
working together
LGR?
to make things better for everyone. Sorry, just kidding. It's all about
Greetings and
winning.
welcome to an LGR.
Greetings and welcome. Right.
Thing.
Yeah.
Mm.
Retro computer thing.
All right, not last place. I'll take it. Katana.
I will impersonate Duke Nukem.
Good job, Katana.
All the time and play E1M1.
Got
Forever and ever.
Fill in the thing. Alright, we're fucking done.
Just joking,
All right.
LGR. I love you. Play a different level, man.
Clint, if you're watching, what the fuck are you doing?
God, LGR.
why are you watching
somewhere right
this
now,
show?
Clint is, somewhere right now, Clint is crying, like sobbing uncontrollably.
Aww.
He's been on the internet long enough.
Yeah,
Yeah, he has haters. I know that.
dude, we got no more tears, man. Anybody who's grew up on the internet, like I would say from the 90s up, like, no, we don't feel anything. Like
We're dead
we've seen
inside.
it all. It's like, hey, look, let's go to MySpace. Okay, followed by a beheading video. Okay.
And that person just has straight up porn in their MySpace profile. Okay,
Yeah.
alright.
Dude. So does this thing not want to close? Ah, I just needed to click the X 3 times. Well, maybe next week. Dead by Daylight at work. All Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, and then they'll
Yeah.
pull the plug again.
Yeah. Make it a running thing. What say you, Jordan Swan?
I got nothing.
Got none?
I got nothing.
Aw,
I'm
man.
spent.
All right. That's going to wrap us up for tonight. Good night, Twitch. We're going to say some goodbyes on Discord, but thanks for hanging out with us if this was your first time. It really doesn't get a lot better than this, so you didn't, set your expectations accordingly. I'll be back Tuesday. 14 new tracks, Trackmania. Head over to filthy.linuxgamecast.com. Get all of our server information if you want to play, if you need to form a new crippling addiction. Game to it if you like puzzle platforming, just happens to have wheels. 14 new maps. I'll be there with everybody else as we flail around them. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Bye.
We need a name for the snowman.
Krusty the Snowman.
Krusty.
Krusty the Snowman.